How we doing, everybody? Fully fledged out of character. Oh, I do. Oh yeah, I wasn't next to it. Yeah, I wasn't next to it. Yeah, I was still a little bit away from it. Just getting some shit set up as always. All right. Everybody, please open up stream if you haven't already. All right, let me. You like it? I realized I wasn't really leaning into the video game aspect enough, and I was like, why the fuck haven't I been given my boss's health bars that are above their head?
Yeah, that would make so much sense.
I was like so confused about that with myself, and I'm like, yeah, why the fuck haven't I been doing that? So yeah, I decided, fuck it, for this finale, I'm gonna go full into the video game aspect of it.
Oh, that's so great. I think health bars, a lot of the times, having something above, or having something telling the players when something is low HP is not too bad of an idea, because that also means you can prioritize, do I want to heal somebody or do I want to kill?
Yeah.
When you have both options. I'm rarely blessed with both options.
All right. If you haven't already, please make sure to drop a like on the stream. We're waiting for Atlan. We're just going to wait a couple minutes for Atlan to get back. He is just hopping in the shower real quick. I don't want to start without him because I want to get right into heavy roleplay and shit. Imp can be removed because Imp will not be joining us. So I don't need Imp in initiative. I do need to add my boy.
Oh, you were referring to initiative. I was like, oh, well, okay.
All right. Add False Lord Matthew to initiative.
That's a interesting way to spell Matthew.
Oh yeah, it's the same. The group will recognize it. The name above his head, because obviously you actually get to see his name because it's written in letters above his head with the health bar and everything.
Yeah.
The group, you probably won't. You might, because I think you did stop by the well. Remember that plate that I don't know if you
Matthew Manor.
Yeah, you went to the Mana Spring,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So that was inside something called the Matthew Manor, which is spelt the same way. So that obviously infers that this is this is Lord.
That's
Matthew.
so nice to have that key.
Me seeing it personally, I was just intrigued by the way it was spelled.
I've still been holding on to that key for ages.
Yeah, it's a good thing, because man, I wonder what's hidden in shadows behind that throne. Who knows? Who knows?
Magic items.
Who knows what
Plenty of magic items.
Come on, stop scratching the door. Either come inside or no. I'm not getting in trouble with you. Fucking cat. Okie dokie. Today's stream is gonna be not as great on the streaming quality because sadly I only can stream 3,000 kilobytes today because I'm uploading a video. Because I realized I was looking at my video footage and I'm like, I have more videos than I feel like I should. Oh, I think I can delete some of these. While I uploaded videos last week, I didn't realize they were the videos from the previous week. So I was like, oh yeah, I uploaded last Saturday. I uploaded last Sunday. I did, but they were the videos from the Sunday previous and the Saturday previous. So I accidentally entirely deleted Saturday's footage. Couldn't even save it. So I just took the live stream and I added it to the playlist. So the live stream video is just going to be that episode on the playlist. That sucks. And then luckily I was able to save the footage for the last session for you guys because I was just about to clear my recycling bin. And I was like, wait a second, I want to check something real quick. And that's when I figured out I had been fucking up and I had gotten rid of a lot of important stuff.
Yeah. Oh, no green screen today, by the way. I was just looking
Green,
at the
yeah,
stream.
green screen's gonna be gone for a while until I can figure it out because I've got a new recliner. You can't really kind of see it. There's a new recliner right here because I bought a new chair for my room and it's too big for me to have the green screen set up behind me. So yeah, I've just got the regular the room background now. All right. Well, once Atlan comes back, we will be.
Remember the Discord video, if you're still doing it.
Oh yeah. Turning on my camera and everything. Start virtual camera. Turn on camera.
Might as well prep what we can, right?
Now it's weird because I got the white background behind me and everything, but just the regular square, so it doesn't really fit as well now.
That's fine, I guess.
I can just come here real quick. Click Alt. Ah, now you can see the recliner.
Oh yeah, now we can.
There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah. My new baby.
Oh, that looks like a comfy chair.
It is. Got it for $15 at a thrift store.
Oh, nice.
Super happy about it. Yeah, now you guys get to see. Yeah, I'm a freak. I haven't done my sheets yet, so my bed's currently just because I have a mattress protector because I'm not entirely too much of a freak. Yeah, I gotta do laundry today. Gotta do my laundry. All right, all the new tokens. I don't know if you saw, but I changed the tokens around a bit. Emmy. Now Gadok.
Oh yeah, on the stream.
Gadok and Atlans are now fixed where they were kind of fucking broken before, and now the music bot has an actual.
Yeah, the music bot is here.
he's
Yeah, I
got-
spotted that.
He's got a nice little music bot token, and he says he's got the great Gilbert Congo.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys,
great.
yeah, you guys haven't got to meet that character yet. Oh no, you guys, no, you have. Yeah, you have. In this campaign, you have. And Friday, you guys haven't got to meet him yet, but y'all will meet him soon enough in Fridays.
Yeah.
He always shows up in my campaigns. I love Gilbert. He's one of my favorite characters to do. 'Tis I, the great Gilbert Congo, here to save the day.
Music battle, Gilbert. Like,
Yeah, you had a music battle, Gilbert. You did, yeah.
a couple times.
Yeah.
God. I can't wait for Amy to be one shot.
She's not gonna get one shot. Chill out.
Oh, sorry, my bad. 2 shots.
Hey, there's a reason I gave you Riley, and you have a whole character sheet for him.
Yeah.
At a certain point, he will stop being your ally, and he will start being your character.
Or just my character. Yeah.
He will become your temporary character for the end of this campaign. I mean, shouldn't die that fast. This guy is gonna be a bitch. You can tell by his health bar. You should be able to understand what the spacing means.
Yeah.
Rule of threes and everything. So he's got. I would say he's got no more than 1,500 total HP. But with you guys doing like fucking 80 damage per attack, that shit ain't gonna last that long.
I did mention last time who I gave the funny dice to, right?
I do not believe so, because I know.
I did, and then
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I was planning on giving it to Vadigar.
Perfect. All right, Vadigar, you have the funny dice. Atlan, I see you're unmuted. You ready, buddy?
Not the funny dice, the golden
I'm in
dice.
here.
There we go.
I'm in.
All right, perfect. All right, let's go ahead and get started then. Only 10 minutes late today, better than our usual timing.
Self-realization.
All right, let's do this. All right, in 3. I don't need my keyboard or my laptop. What am I doing? Playing goddamn Marvel Rivals? Playing D&D. I don't even need my arrow keys. All right. Oh,
Arrow
actually,
keys, what are those?
oh right, I don't even use.
Wait, you move with arrow keys?
No, I use WASD. No, I use WASD. I'm not a freak.
Okay, I was like, whoa.
I'm not a freak. Chill out. Okay. All right. Ritual dab first, and then we will get started.
Yeah.
Ritual dab. And then we shall get started. Very excited for today.
It looks even worse when it's not on
Not
stream.
on camera, yeah. Actually,
It looks even worse in real time.
I should put it on camera. Yeah, make sure it's on camera.
Oh god. What
That
am
way-
I watching?
If YouTube sees it, they're like, "You're heating your dick up. That's a crime. That's self mutilation. It's bong. YouTube, chill." I don't know, YouTube. Do you really think my penis is black and yellow? Is my penis a Wiz Khalifa
Honestly,
song?
with the today's society,
You a
I wouldn't
Saints
be
fan?
surprised.
No. You know.
Sure, that's what they did.
Oh. All right, roll call. Gadok.
Yep.
Atlan.
I'm here.
And Kareem.
Yep, here.
All right. Then without further ado,
No, actually, I'm gonna leave now.
let us get started, everybody. In 3, 2, 1. Oh shit, actually hold on. Just realized. One second. Save. Alright, that should fix that problem. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, all you beautiful adventurers of the Orphan Guild, or all you adventurers who happen to be wandering around out there and happen to find us here at the Guild Hall. It is I, your host, the D&D Orphan, back today with the true finale of Whispers from the Abyss, Act 1. The story that has taken my group in personal private time over a year to complete, and in recorded time, coming to a true conclusion. And I know I've said that with the last 3 episodes, but this time, it's for sure. So, without further ado, let us get right into this wacky and wild adventure. But before we do that, of course, as always, if you haven't already, please make sure to tap that notification bell so you're alerted every single time we upload or go live here on the channel. Make sure to smash that sub button. Join the Orphan Guild if you haven't already. If you're just wandering around, not a member of any guild, what are you doing? Join the Orphan Guild. We'd love to have you here. And, of course, make sure to smash that like button and leave a comment down below. Or if you're watching live, leave some chats. Love to see you guys in chat. It helps us so much. And with that, let us now introduce our characters. Starting off at the very top, we have the most amazing of elves, the one, the only, Atlan.
Hi guys, I'm Atlas. I play Atlan, the Wood Elf Blood Moon Cleric.
From there, we have the greatest of the turtle.
Yep, I'm Clark, and I play Godek, the Wildfire Druid Turtle.
Next up, we have the craziest of bards, the most enamorist of elves, the one, the only, Emmy.
Hi, I'm Kareem. I play Emmy, the High Elf, Bard Warlock multiclass.
All the dwarves, the one, the only, Vadagar.
Hi, I'm Twisted. I play Vadagar, the Dwarven Stone Sorcerer.
With that, where we left off last session, the group had finally made their way through the final floor of the monastery, clearing row after row of enemies, countless skeletons, undead, giants, and more, only to arrive at a small, safe location, receiving a buff that had been long since lying dormant within one of Tyriel's lodestones. The gates, the Dark General's chambers would swing open, revealing inside a hologram of their hated enemy, Mr. Tumnus, the evil druid, who joined forces with the Dark Mage after leaving the group's side as their ally once long ago. Taunting them, he would lure them inside before his hologram illusion would vanish. And at the very far side of the chamber, resting in this throne, a wicked grin would form Dead's face, his white, pale skin like that of snow, his silver, rotting hair, and his eyes gray and emotionless. tainted by evil of the dark mage. As above his head, his name would form in the same wicked purple writing the group had experienced time and time again of the forces of the dark mage. As false Lord Matthew, the first general of the dark mage, would rise. And in a blink, faster than anyone could see as they charged at him, he vanished, appearing directly next to Emmy, looking down to her as she looked up to him, a grin growing from ear to ear. As underneath his writing for his name, a red bar would appear in 3 chunks, as everyone would roll. And all right, I do see we have initiatives in the tracker already, but I'm pretty sure they are from last combat before you guys gained your rest from the lodestone, correct?
I think we rolled when we entered.
Because
Didn't
I just added him to initiative, so I don't think so. I think that's still, I believe that's still
we can
running off of.
re-roll.
I'm gonna say we re-roll, yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll
Okay.
his initiative right now as well.
Well, me and Riley have advantage. I rolled.
You said unless you specify otherwise, I usually have your thingy.
Well,
We're re-rolling initiative.
Yeah,
if
we're
it's a
re-rolling,
weapon
apparently.
of advantage, we don't have advantage from Emmy's dagger because you're all more than 30 feet away.
Do I have advantage from your thing? Atlan?
No, you're
'Cause
more
you-
than from Atlan's.
No, because he usually casts it, I think, at the beginning of a...
Oh.
What's it called, Atlan? Atlan?
Oh, is it the? It's this right.
I can't hear him either. I heard him there for a quick
No, I
second.
rolled- What was? Did you ask me a question, or were you asking for my initiative?
Yeah,
Vadigar
I've been asking
asked,
your question.
yeah, he asked you a question, yeah.
I gave 2 blessings. Gadok and Vadigar have received the vigilant blessing on the
Okay,
regular.
that's what I was asking. Yeah, that's why I was just making sure that you didn't change
No,
that.
I thought I heard you ask, and I thought Orphan clarified, but no, that's Gadok and.
I wasn't sure
Vadigar.
if you did or not. That's my bad. I would have clarified otherwise.
Yeah, Howard or Riley or something like that, and I had a reason to give it to one of them. No, they're my dudes. They've been here the whole time.
Yeah, that's fair. That's 2 nat 20s on initiative. Because I also rolled one. That's funny.
All right,
And then Riley's initiative. Oh god, I need to have Riley's thing open.
and
Oh,
then
shit.
he's not on initiative.
Yeah.
He's just off your turn, so.
Oh yeah, true.
And then
True,
if
true.
if you do like all 3 death saves failed, then just change your initiative, just make it his initiative instead, and just go off him. You know how it rolls.
Okay, great. Yep.
All right, he rolled a 17 total. Is everyone got their correct initiatives? 21, 18, 23, and 25 all correct?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, 21's my new initiative.
All right, perfect. Then with that, as the false Lord Matthew suddenly vanishes, Vadigar, you blink, seeing a cloud of black mist where he was.
All right, well, time to... First and foremost, I'm going to do a whole bunch of things. I'm going to cast my Fiendish Cloak on myself.
You already have that on. I've got the black circle already on you, so you already did that.
Oh, all right. Okay, then. Sweet deal. Then I'm going to cast my Shadow form
Okay. So the duplicate of your
and my Demonic Frenzy. Those are quicken spells, so that still leaves me with an action.
He doesn't get the cloak when you create him, right? No, he does not.
No.
That reminds me, I gave Atlan,
Demonic Frenzy is the orange
Vadigar,
circle.
and Godak Bardic Inspiration last time. They have a D8 to add.
What's the color of your magic again?
It's pink-ish.
Pink. Okay.
Now it is. That's at least. I think it's rainbow colored, so pick any color you want.
And you said you gave it to Atlan too?
Yeah, and Vadigar.
Okay. All right. Pink circle around you means you got Bardic Inspiration from Emmy. Vadagar, the black circle is your finished cloak. The orange.
My shadow form. Where did my shadow form? I'm gonna see how far I
right.
can cast it. Give me a second.
Right now, I just have him right next to you, so just move him wherever you want to move him
Yeah.
when it's time.
Range. Okay. I forgot how fucking. So yeah, he basically range 15 feet. So I can cast him within 15 feet of myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how far is this guy? 40. This way, and then cast him within 15 feet of myself. He's gonna activate his Boots of Haste as a bonus action, and then as another bonus action, I'm going to use the Belt of Taunting.
All right. Just for context, please make sure to try to role play stuff out. Like I said, like he like was in front of you, and then you were charging at him, and then you were just like, oh, I just know he's there now. I wanted you to kind of like role play. Oh, like I'm looking around for him, and then I turn, I see him next to Emmy, and I start just try to add some more flavor and everything for this finale.
All right, gasp coming from Emmy as I turn around and immediately start dashing in the other direction, casting multiple spells on myself, glowing myself in a fire red energy, and then myself wreathed in like kind of a black film. As I stick up a hand and another one of me appears right in front of the creature, with clicking his heels together to activate his winged or his to use the Belt of Taunting. And he must make a Wisdom saving throw.
All right, Wisdom saving throw. As he looks to you as you charge at him, he rolls a dirty 20 on his saving throw.
All right.
As he gives you that look, the wicked smile still lining his face from ear to ear, just gazed from Emmy to you now, as he just looks you dead in the eyes. I assume he passes, correct?
Yeah, no, that passes.
Yeah. As he kind of just like, you see the deadness in his eyes, as if, while you don't think this creature to be wise, maybe he's so empty in the head that it just didn't affect him, you know?
Is that's bonus action. Okay. And then yeah, he's just gonna the echo is my shadow form is gonna just fly up and try to uppercut him with the mace.
All right. He is. Let me make sure how tall he is. I'm pretty sure he's 40 feet. He is 40 feet, correct? Yes, he is 40 feet tall. So to you can hit him nonetheless, but to uppercut him, obviously you have to be able to move 40 feet.
Boots of Haste, I could move 60 feet.
Okay.
Or sorry, 50 feet.
All right.
No, with Boots of Haste and the winged armbands, I can move 60 feet, flying up.
Okay. All right. So your echo, your shadow cut him with the mace, as his gaze just he like watches the clone of you slowly fly, like not slowly but soar into the sky, just like the gaze following him as the mace hits his chin. Go ahead and roll to hit.
And he's engaged with Emmy, correct?
No, Emmy has not attacked him or anything like that yet.
Okay.
Nor has he attacked. If he would have attacked Emmy, then I would have said yes. Or if Emmy would have attacked him, but combat just began and he hasn't done anything yet.
Yep. That's a fucking nat 1.
Ooh, which allows for an opportunity attack back. As the mace chin, as he just looks down, and without hesitation, the big rolls of fat on his chest just begin to like blob around as he tries to literally just he smashes his jaw against his chest, trying to crush the clone of you between his jaw and his chest. Improvise attack with a strength check, strength modifier, so that is a 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits, yep.
Okay, as the chin and the chin crushes between the clone of you and his chest, he takes. This creature is how big? Weight would classify. He is huge. Or no, ginormous. Yeah, ginormous. So that would be for one class, 1d12, so 4d12. Yep, 4d12 damage. 27 bludgeoning damage as your clone begins to feel the pressure of his chin, the big fat rock in a hard place, but a squishy place and a even fatter place, and it just begins to suffocate and just slowly crush him as he keeps his chin pinned there and holds him in place. Make a strength check, please.
So how much damage? Sorry.
27 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And strength check.
All right. Strength or athletics?
Rolling against him, and let me know what you choose because his stats are different. from what
Athletics,
you choose.
obviously.
You choose athletics. Okay, he has another dirty 26. Ironically enough.
I got 24.
All right. He manages. He feels your clone beginning to push hard enough to almost move the fat rolls out of the way, but he kind of just giggles a bit and then continues to just push his chin down just a little bit harder, keeping him pinned. So the clone of you is grappled.
Okay. And then Garathra is going to bonus action lightning touched me.
All right. Add the blue circle to your token. There you go. Lightning touched added.
And then Garathra is going to use her action to send out 2 spikes, trying to get him right like behind the kneecaps.
Okay.
Right. Let me just.
Oh, well,
check.
okay. So he's currently okay. Well, his token looks like he's back to you. He's facing you, so you would get him right in the actual kneecaps.
Gotcha.
Like AI images to make front versions and back versions, and I could actually like rotate the image to make it look like it is according to the map.
These are at advantage, right? Because he's now engaged with the shadow form.
Correct. He does have the shadow form grappled.
So that's +7, so 26 to hit.
26 to hit. He will.
And there's a nat 20.
All right. The 20. You'll see him steal his skin the same way you saw Gorb do, a trait that was stolen from the the inbred dragon. As you see his AC rises high to where the 26 does not hit. However, the nat 20 will hit, of course. So, Vadagar, you have the gold die, don't you?
But I'm not going to use it on Garathra's attack.
Ah, right. This is Garathar's spine currently. Okay.
Do I roll to see how hard?
Yes. Roll to crit first. Roll a d20. See how hard you crit.
12.
That is 3 times damage.
3. 2, 3. 2, 3. This is what, +7? Wait. It's +6. Okay, so this is +18.
Come on, damage. Give us the number. Okay, so
58. 58 damage, and then I don't know if he's immune to prone or not, but he would have to make a saving throw.
You do learn it, and as you do this, Vadagar. Oops, don't want to fucking hold on. Let me I can just do that. Perfect. And then I can just grab this. You see above his head, underneath the writing in his name, the red bar begins to slowly shrink.
And then let's see. That's done. Am I good to continue with my turn?
Yes, you're good.
Oh wait, perfect. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, they're up here. Okay, there we go. Alright, I will just take in fucking Vadagar fashion, I will take a star off my robe and throw it at him. Aiming again for his knees.
Alright.
Let me just, I gotta mark off my ability here. Where is it? I'll figure that out. Oh, there it is. Alright, decrease. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I need to separate any of the fire or lightning damage?
Fire, lightning. Let me check his stat block.
And force.
Nope.
Yep. And this is going to be +7, I believe. $146 + 7, so 153 points of damage.
Okay, 153. Really quick, let me add up that plus the 58. Where there you are. So many things open. All right, so what was the total of that other damage?
153.
153 plus 58. All right, that's 211 total. All right.
Right to the kneecap.
And as
Same kneecap that Barathra hit.
as you strike it, you see a large section of his like trousers come like flying off, and you see a good chunk of the meat rotting, decaying, slowly festering, like beginning to burn and boil off. As he kind of like grumbles a bit as he feels that hit very good. 211 total damage. We'll put actually we'll put him here. And as you deal, that's the end of your turn, right? That's all the damage for the turn.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
As that happens, you see him breathe. You see him roar under his breath as he slowly steels himself, breathing in and out. You see that the flesh wobbling around him, like when you hit a fat man and like all the flesh blibbles around and such. You see it begin to slowly calm. It steals and steals as you see above his head. Hold on.
Oh no, the boss heals. That's not allowed.
He heals temporary HP.
Ooh.
Half the damage you do, you see as you see the red bar decrease over his head, Vadagar, almost damn near half. And then as he calms himself and his body tightens, you see a section of green appear. About half of what you just did comes back, but in a green version. And that ends his turn. Or not ends your turn, ends his turn, but ends your turn. All right. Then move you correct where you were, right there. Okay. All right, and with that...
Emmy.
No, apparently it's Vadagar's turn again. Oops, hold on, let me just remove him from initiative. Oh, I can't because he's a freaking... I forgot I put him in a different layer. It's so weird that you can move things to different layers, but once you do that, it's no longer lets you like remove it from initiative, even if it's in initiative.
It's super funny.
All right, okay, there we go. Emmy, you are up.
So first, Riley's gonna Hunter's Mark the bitch, because we need to learn the resistances.
Okay.
Yeah, but that activates on Hunter's Mark, no?
No. He has two things. So he's got like where is it? I'll read it to you real quick.
It's the Slayer's Mark, right? Slayer's Prey.
He's got Hunter's Sense, the ability to creature magically discern best how to hurt it as an action, and then he's got Slayer's Prey, which is a bonus action, which is basically like a Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And then Hunter's Mark is a different bonus action altogether.
All right, so no Hunter's Mark?
It deals the same damage. Well, Hunter's Mark deals force damage, and it's a d6 out of the way.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. And you're able to learn it. What is it? What do you learn?
He uses third level. You gain the ability to peer the creature and magically discern as an action. So he uses an action to learn its vulnerabilities.
Yeah. You immediately learn whether the creature has any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are.
All right.
Yeah.
As for damage resistances, you learn it is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-mag. Resistant to not resistance to necrotic. It is resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks. It is resistant to psychic, and that is it for resistances. Okay. I'm so fucking blind. I can't read my own stat block. Actually, this isn't even my stat block. I found this online. And as for vulnerabilities, it is vulnerable to radiant. It is vulnerable to... That is all. Condition immunities. It is immune to... prone and grapple.
Okay.
And it is necrotic charged.
Great. So no ebony crossbow. Well, yes. Okay. So that's his action, which means it's Emmy.
All right, Emmy, you are up.
Emmy's gonna. Well,
Is Riley
He
gonna run
yells
away
out.
at all?
let's see, 30 feet. Right. He has 30 feet movement.
Indeed.
So yeah, 30 feet.
All right, as he
Here.
begins to try to run away, he will
Yeah, expected that. Opportunity
actually.
He has 25 feet movement, by the way.
attack. Oh, 25.
He's a
I think
dwarf.
that's about what I measured.
Oh,
Right,
I'm
yeah.
so fucking. Okay, I gotta remember how this works again. I always forget about legendary actions. Okay, I'll remember in the future. He already used one of his reactions to shield from an attack. I have to make sure he has 2. This person did not get
The opportunity attack was the opportunity attack, not a reaction.
That is a reaction, but he used a reaction on you to shield himself when you hit him for that that 26. So he does not have 2 reactions, so he cannot opportunity attack Riley as he runs away.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Riley's able to get away safely.
Okay. And Emmy, seeing that Riley can get away safely, is also gonna run 30 feet, which is there.
As he looks to you, but he's like pinning the clone Vadagar to his chest, and the Vadagar's fighting him so hard that he has to focus on that, and he can't try to stomp on you, sadly.
That's right. Well, sad for him. Great for me. Well, he's immune to basically everything Emmy does. So she's just gonna 3rd level Scorching Ray him.
Okay.
So 3 to hit. Because that is just. Oh wait, no, it's 4. It's 4 d20s. The lowest is, so it goes 13,
Miss.
18,
Miss.
20,
Miss.
and 23.
Hit.
Okay, so the 23 hits.
Correct.
So she. So 7 fire damage.
All right. You see the green bar? Barely go down. Like not
Yeah,
even a smidge.
She's not built for damage. And that is a regret I will live with. And she'll as a bonus action.
Inspiration Riley is enveloped in a pink energy.
Yep. And that is my turn.
You hear Riley yell as you end your turn, "I feel like I can fucking slay!"
That's the point, Riley.
All right, and as you end your turn, Atlan, in front of you, the man disappears from his throne, black mist, you gasping, running of Vadagar sprinting over on Garathra, and some sounds of a scuffle as you quickly turn around. What do you do?
I'm sorry, you gotta stand by the name in a second. One more minute.
You're good. Does anyone want to know?
There's so many questions.
You're good. Does anyone want to know what the name of the stat block of this creature is? It's a homebrew creation, so it's like just don't look it up and you won't obviously learn anything.
Yeah.
I found this on D&D Beyond. Someone made this. This is called Almaroth, the Unrelenting Destroyer.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a real homebrew name, written by an edgy teen.
Yeah, some fucking 14-year-old made it. Whatever 14-year-old made this actually made a pretty good stat block. It's well written.
Well, I think the joke there is just that most dungeon masters that are good at
12-year-olds.
just sound like edgy teens. Also, that moment when you realize that you could have done more damage if you used the right spell. Oh well.
Guessing that just happened to you.
Yeah, it did. It just I could have dealt.
All right, Alan, you back? Not quite yet. All right, we'll wait a couple more seconds. I'll take another dab.
Almost.
From logic perspective, would Emmy take this as a humanoid?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, this is a humanoid. Just a giant humanoid.
I wasn't asking what it actually was. I was asking what Emmy would think it was.
No, it's. I mean, you can tell it's a humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
At least in its current position, it's a humanoid.
Yeah, great. Well,
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, coulda used extra life.
exactly. But you know, now that there's a break, I can.
If any viewers,
I can do it.
if any viewers get that joke, I hope. Y'all are boomers too, huh?
I think I get the reference.
It's an old YouTube joke. Not really
It's-
joke, but reference.
Yeah, it's a really old.
Yeah, fucking. Do they even make music nowadays? I hope they do.
Don't know actually.
Last season I saw was like season 5.
Yeah, what was their name again?
ERB.
ERB?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battles of History.
Oh yeah, epic rap battles. Oh yeah. They still make videos, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they put one up 3 months ago.
Yeah.
They made one 6 months ago between Trump and Harris.
Oh, of course they did.
Of course, yeah. They did one. They've done some funny ones.
That's a reference specifically to the Mario Brothers one.
Yeah.
Mario
Oh
Brothers
yeah. I know
references.
that one. Yeah.
Shoulda, coulda, coulda, blah, 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 blah. Woulda, coulda, shoulda come to use the extra life. Bro, shit that should not live rent free in my head lives rent free in my head.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good, man.
Yeah.
We're talking about old YouTube shit. All right, it's your turn, buddy.
All right, sweet. You said he came at me? at
No,
some
no, no.
point?
So, while you, Godak, and Vadagar were charging towards him in his throne, you saw a wicked smile form across his face as you saw his rotting teeth. As suddenly, in the blink of an eye, he turned to black mist and vanished in front of your eyes. And then behind you, you hear Emmy gasp. Vadagar charge on Garathra in the opposite direction he was running previously, running back towards the gate, as you slowly turn around, seeing the false Lord Matthew is now standing in front of the gate behind you.
Okay, so he's blocking our entrance. That's not surprising. Sorry, my client didn't get access to the report for this afternoon, and then he had a bunch of questions. Like, just read the report. That's why I spent 12 hours making the report, so you know what you're looking for. Anyway, I think.
God, I mean, imagine having a job. That's so crazy.
Yeah, when I was your age, I wish I could have played video games and made money, but you know that wasn't how it was in the '90s, bro.
I ain't making money yet. I'm broke as fuck.
You got smacked. Wake up! You're almost at 10,000 though, right?
Yeah, we're almost there. It's so high, bro. But we're still not monetized. It's not till 4,000 hours of watch time we're monetized, but we're almost at 3,000.
I've been giving you watch time too, man. Whenever I'm working on my reports, I'm watching
Hell
your
yeah.
shit in the back.
I
So
love that shit, man.
I will be real. I've been forgetting.
I can tell the comment section's rather empty lately.
all right, well,
My friends to always be supporting the YouTube channel, otherwise it'll never actually take flight on its own. So it's all good.
yeah, you need some real subscribers.
Yeah, exactly. Which I do.
No, I'm not a real subscriber. I watch your stuff. Like,
But yeah, just randos who actually start building a fan base. I get what you mean. Don't worry, it's fine.
so within my movement, these columns floor to ceiling, right? That would
Correct. Yes.
provide potentially total cost. So totally within range of a first level guiding bolt.
All right, you
So
guiding
that'll
bolt him.
be- plus 11. I wouldn't have any advantage or anything, would I? Vadagar is
Um,
right
He's engaged
there.
with Vadagar. Yeah, you have one, I think.
yes, one advantage from the clone Vadagar, who he has grappled.
28 to hit.
Damn, 28 hits.
So that is. This is my. Let's say this is my. It's not guiding bolt anymore because this is upgraded. I think this is like my blood bolt or
Correct. Yes.
whatever you want to call it. So that's 4. Do you need any difference between radiant and or blood damage?
Radiant is doubled because he is weak to radiant.
Okay, so this is radiant. D8 radiant. So 25 times 2 is 50 radiant damage. And then that's 4 plus the divine right is 5d12 blood damage. 37 blood damage.
Damn. As you strike
Man, like probably chest area.
right in that big old belly, right in that big old belly. Because
Like right in the sternum.
you would see that Vadagar, there's a clone of Vadagar who's currently being pinned between the false lord's chin and his chest. He's keeping him pinned between his body. So you would have definitely aimed a little lower to not hit him, obviously. But as you strike, it explodes, the blood magic coursing through him, poisoning his own blood. As you see him cough up some blood. Athletics check. He will roll against you. Oh well, yeah. I don't think you're. Yeah, that's a
20.
that's a dirty 32.
Yeah, no, 23.
Yeah. As he coughs, and for a second, it seems your clone thinks he has an opportunity as he tries to wiggle out, but he catches himself too fast. But you do see, Atlan, that above his head, the health bar, the green, there's a section of green next to the red that is now damn near gone.
Wait, describe the section of green again, please.
Okay, so you weren't here for it. I think you were doing something, but after Vadagar did damage to him, half of the damage he did to his real health bar, because he had a full red health bar at the time, half of the damage came back as a green, like a green sliver at the end of his health bar, temporary HP, and his temporary HP is almost gone now.
Okay, so that black line is actually not. I see. So I don't know. Okay,
They're
so he
chunks.
gained a little bit of temporary hit P.
No, he did from Vadagar, but that was when Vadagar did damage to his actual health bar. He doesn't gain HP back when you damage his temp HP. So until you actually start
Gotcha.
damaging his health bar, you're getting rid of his temp HP currently, is what I was trying
And
to
then
say.
he would also have the next 2 attacks on him have double advantage.
All right, the next 2 attacks on him have double advantage.
Atlan would hide behind the pillar, probably more right around here so he could see Godok and everybody, but probably wouldn't be able to see Vadagar. Why are there 2 Vadagars?
Vadagar has a shadow clone jutsu.
Shadow form.
Oh, it's a spell?
Yep.
Or ability. Cool. So I wouldn't be able to see either Vadagar, but I see the rest of my party and hopefully have total cover from Boss. Father Matthew or whatever.
You are able to see this Vadagar as he's being pinned between Matthew's chin and chest. So, like, looking at Matthew, you can see him pinned there. And he is
I don't think
facing...
I'd be able to see Matthew from where I'm at.
You definitely can. Yeah, you're definitely just, like, you're
Okay.
able to... Yeah,
All right.
you're peeked around just enough to
Because I
see.
want total cover. I would be like...
Yeah, first,
up
you
against the fucking
you can still...
column.
Yeah, it's like, your eye. You have a single eye peeking out.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
have cover
Whatever
you
you
can still
decide.
see. Yeah. Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, which brings us to Godak. I can't believe the boss rolled the lowest fucking initiative on this fight. Godak, you are up. Oh, son of a bitch. Never mind. No, you're not. No, you're not. I fucking did it again. I did it again. Legendary actions. All right, starting next turn, he's going to be using these properly. Because, fuck, I keep forgetting these exist. All right.
But Alan's hiding.
Legendary action to Rending Strike. He makes a slam attack as he slams his chin against his chest, trying to crush Vadagar again. All right, roll to hit. That is... That is a... Oh yeah, that's a dirty 31 to hit. Vadagar?
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right. Dirty 31. All right. That is 1, 2, 3, 4d8 and 4d10 necrotic.
That is a lot of damage.
32 bludgeoning. No. Sorry. The d8's bludgeoning, so that is 1, 2, 9, 11, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15.
It was a
21.
double advantage.
21 necrotic. This is his
And
attack.
what's your roll?
This is his attack
A
on
total-
someone else.
Oh, this is the
Total
enemy's legendary. Sorry.
Yeah. So
Total.
it was 21 plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 plus 21. 2.
Nope.
10.
I thought you did.
I do when I have my demonic frenzy up. I do half all damage, but he doesn't
that's
have
what it
the
is, yeah, demonic
fiendish
frenzy.
cloak.
Yeah, correct.
Oh,
He's just a squishy sorcerer without spells.
All right. So he takes 21 plus 21, so 42 damage.
Or two. Never taken it. Yeah.
All right. He's bloody, correct?
Oh yeah.
All right. Put him back to the character section, make him bloody, and then put him back to the attachments. All right. As his legendary action ends, as you hear bones beginning to crunch between his chin and his in pain. Now, Godak, take your turn. Sorry. I need to remember to do legendary actions better. I
double
never...
advantage on any attack rolls for the next 2 attacks. Reminder.
All right. This is a deck save.
Then call lightning. And transmitting it to radiant.
All right. Is his deck save modifier is
Nice
what is
get out,
it?
nice.
Oh shit! My dice roller is not working right today. It's so zoomed out. That's a 18. It's a 1 from passing. Damn.
So 52 damage.
Ooh. And with that, the entirety of the green bar disappears as the red bar shrinks a little bit. As he screams out, "Ah! Ah!" As you finally hear him speak his first word. As you strike him with lightning, his body shakes and shivers, jolting. You're lucky his back is so big, otherwise you would have accidentally hit Clone Vadagar with that attack too.
I will move. Yeah. And I will next that's about yeah. I think I will
You'll have quicken spell that you learned from me too, right?
yes, I can technically quicken spell something.
All right. Do you need anything from me? Information or anything?
I'm not really I think I only have do? Let's see. I mean, yeah, technically I could do that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I guess, I'll click and spell a 3rd level Scorching Ray. And transmuting
They,
that to Radiant as well.
so you don't forget, was it double advantage on the next 2 attacks, Alan?
Correct.
Technically, yes. So technically 2 of my attacks would
So
have,
yeah,
2 of
we'll
my
have
4 would
3.
have advantage.
You'd have 3 advantages on the first 2. So you'd roll 4 dice for the first 2, and then 2 dice for the next one.
4?
Yeah, 4 for the first 2, 2 for the second 2. Because
Okay.
you also have advantage from Vadagar clone.
Also, plus 11. Actually, yeah, I won't even. I'm here at Sophos. I'm gonna roll all 4 at the same time.
Plus 11, so that's
And
19
so
plus 11.
the highest one is a 19 plus 11, so that'd be a 30 to hit
That will
the
hit.
first attack. 2d6 radiant. So 10 radiant.
Next one.
1, 2, 3, 4. The highest is a 29 to hit this time.
Will hit as well.
That's gonna be another 10.
Okay, 20.
So now we're just doing what, normal or still advanced, just 2 this time?
1 advantage, so 2
1
dice.
advantage. So now you just roll 2 dice.
Alright, so second, well, third attack is a 25.
25.
Down to another 10.
30 damage. And last
And the
one.
last one. Highest is 29.
That will hit.
And and again.
What are the odds? 4 10s in a row for 40 damage. As each strike hits him, the radiant energy coursing through his pew, pew, as his health bar goes down. And you see, as you end your turn, right,
Yeah.
that he gains no temporary HP. It seems he has to take a certain amount of damage, a certain threshold, to gain temporary HP back. I created this concept just for someone. Just for a special someone who really likes to get tack on that damage that he does constantly. So with that finally brings us to False Lord Matthew. As to start his turn with his first attack, he will attempt to finish Vadagar off in his chin as he slams his chin down one more time. That is a dirty 30 to hit. Nope, 28 to hit. 28 to hit. That hits Shadow, right?
Definitely, yeah.
28, okay. All right. And roll damage in here. 48. I'll do the bludgeoning first. That's 32 bludgeoning,
And with that, he just vanishes.
as he clenches his chin down, he hails the steam of the magic of the dead fake Vadagar. And so now he looks around, slowly turning his head, spotting you. He says, you again? Okay. As you see and begin to move towards you. How much movement does Big Guy have? Big Guy's got a total of 60. So, he slowly begins to lumber towards you and Garothra. Boom, 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 until he's right next to you and Garothra. He's looking like down at you, obviously, because you're down on the floor while he's very tall. But upon you, he sees you as nothing but an insect as he raises his foot, and with his last attack, he slams down on you and Garathra. So, that is a 26 to hit.
26 to hit.
20. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, I guess I will cast Shield to try and stop it. Putting my shield in front of it on his foot, trying to stop him from bringing it down. Both me and Garathra. I will cast my shield spell.
All right. And you find, Vadagard, that a shield forms around you, acting like a bubble as the foot continues to force down, and the bubble kind of just moves to the side as Garathra is not... Garathra doesn't get the effects of shield, correct?
No, she wouldn't, but am I stopping his foot from coming down on us? Because I'm on top of her, so his foot would have to go through me first, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's either you're going to squish Garathra or his foot squishes Garathra, because she still is going to buckle underneath the weight if the attack hits her.
No. Well, I mean, obviously a 26 is going to hit Garathra.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Emmy,
yeah. Would you rather it
seeing
be...
this with silvery barbs.
Okay, so I roll again. All right.
Yeah.
I roll again to hit.
Oh.
Take the
Well-
notes.
Oh, okay. Well, no, Garathra's AC still is not that high, but 24 still hits.
Yep.
Yeah, 24 still hits Garathra. I thought so. So yeah, would you,
Advantage for Vadagar, though.
Vadagar, would you rather the bubble you're in from your shield crush Garathra, or would you rather move the bubble pop to the side and his foot damage Garathra?
What?
The shield spell, it like acts like a bubble that forms around you, stopping the damage, giving you like a shield essentially, right? So the bubble that forms around you, is that going to crush Garathra as he pushes down on you, or is the bubble moving to the side? Like, are you going to like roll like a marble out of the way and just allow him to hit Garathra with his foot?
I will let you decide how that's going to play. I don't quite understand the significance.
I'll roll for it. Of Vadagar having to look down and see fucking Garathra half crushed underneath his fucking bubble of magic, or do you want to roll out of the way? And sadly, I rolled that the bubble's crushing Garathra as his foot.
It wouldn't be the bubble. I guess it would be the pressure of me coming down.
The
That's
shield
what I
spell
mean,
only protects
yes.
an individual. It
That's
wouldn't
what. Yeah,
protect the
exactly.
whole-
That's what I'm saying. So,
He's asking, are you shielding yourself or Garathra?
no. He's shielding
No, that's not what I was
himself.
asking at
No,
all.
he's shielding himself. But I'm
I
asking.
can't shield Garathra.
I'm asking if he is like kind of moving the shield, like the bubble that he's in, to like get out of the way, so that if Garathra just like has to fight him himself, or if he's gonna be a part of the squishing of Garathra, not intentionally, but because when a force of object meets something and pushes down on it, something underneath it is gonna feel that force, of course. So, and you said to let me handle it, so I rolled, and I if it was a 10, 11 or higher, you rolled out of the way, or a 10 or lower, you stayed in the way, and I rolled a 9. So as his foot comes down on you, and you form a protective shield around underneath you, as the bubble is still being pushed down, no matter how hard you try, your strength will not stop his foot. As you see Garathra, her legs slowly beginning to buckle. I will allow her to make a strength save to see if she buckles underneath the weight or not. Oh, she only has to beat a 19.
Strength save. Where is it?
She only has to beat a 19. Still pretty high. This guy.
That's extremely high.
Yep.
Would it be? Could I do athletics? That she does save actually. That's plus 6, 23.
23. Okay. As she feels you hear her legs beginning to crack, the bones fracturing, as she still takes the damage, but she does not knock prone. 48 plus 10, 32. That is the third time I've rolled 22 on a 48 roll. What is happening today? 40, 10. Oh, that's 30, 20, 22, 24, 25, 26. So 26 necrotic and 22 bludgeoning.
She's immune to necrotic.
Ah! Alright, so she takes no necrotic damage. As the poison dripping around the bubble seeping from his skin lands on her, it does not affect her. Alright, so she just takes the 22 bludgeoning. Second attack, and now for his bonus action. Let's see here. as you see him take his crown, ripping a jewel out of its socket, opening his mouth and eating it as his entire body engulfs in flames. His fury.
Oh god, that's hot.
Take a fucking funny die. As he ends his turn. Bringing us back to Vadagar.
Alright. I'm going to flip on a bonus action, Boots of Haste to myself, so I can fly up 60 feet up to his face. That's my bonus action. I am going to cast Angelic Armor on myself. That's another bonus action. Wait, no, Angelic... Wait, what? Hold on.
Remember, you have advantage on one attack roll or save.
I have advantage on what?
From Silvery Barbs, you have one advantage on basically anything you want.
Gotcha. Thank you. And that's what I'm doing, is my bonus action.
Okay.
So regain that. No. And then...
I mean, remember how you said your magic is a rainbow? Vadagar is slowly becoming that.
Face the rainbow.
Where is it? And then I'm going to brandish my ring, and I'm going to call forth Atlan's energy to
Okay, you cast Spirit Guardians.
distance, so 50, so a
And that
30-foot
ring?
sphere around me. As you see a bunch of, I guess, whatever material you could describe what the Spirit Guardians look like.
What's the radius again?
So it's a 15 radius around me, so 30-foot sphere around me.
All right.
You would see would look like angelic, like just the torsos and the wings and the weapons of like angels flying around you, incorporeal from the waist down, and yeah, they would swing at whatever enemy in your way on their way circling around you.
So he must make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, wisdom save. A 15.
Pretty sure that would fail Atlan's save DC.
Atlan?
Oh yeah,
Yep, 15 fails.
Okay. So that's 3d8 radiant, I believe.
Okay.
That's 26 radiant damage.
19 for the record.
That's already doubled.
Yeah, that's already doubled.
All right. As you see his health bar shrink a little bit more.
Grothra is going to attempt to get clear.
He does have his reaction back, so he will opportunity attack her. As he slams his foot down as she tries to run away, that hits with a dirty 30. Nope.
Yep, obviously.
Not a dirty 30, 28. Just being transparent. I know it still hits though.
Regardless.
Yep.
That would hit any one of us.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nah, Emmy's invincible.
Plus,
Wait, are you rolling the necrotic damage
Oh.
together with it?
let me do the. I'll just not
Just-
even roll.
just the bludgeoning.
Not even roll the
Yeah.
necrotic because it doesn't even matter. So that's plus 10, 23 damage bludgeoning to Grothra as he stomps on one of her legs as she tries to run away. I think that does put her to bloody, doesn't it?
23?
The 23.
It does
plus-
not.
Plus the other bludgeoning damage that she had before, I thought.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It does not.
All right. As he gets one of her legs, but with the other, she has fucking 6 total. So with the other fucking 5, she continues to run.
Movement speed, 45. And then from there, she's gonna send in two spines.
Engage with him, so there's your advantage.
Nat 20. Why is she getting all the nat 20s? Bullshit.
Damn. All right. golden die, or are you going to roll just the regular crit die?
Just the regular. This is.
All right, that's 2 nat 20s. I mean, at this point, you might not get another one.
Well, this fight's going to go on for a little bit.
It's a matter of how many dice you roll.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, roll the regular times. That's 3 times.
So. Plus 18, 37, 47 points of piercing.
All right. As his health bar shrinks a little bit more.
And. It's 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
No, 25.
25 will hit as well.
And that is a 22 damage.
22 damage. All right. 22 more. His health bar shrinks just a little
You'll-
bit more.
Where is it? Lightning orb? Where's lightning orb? 7 to hit. It's 24.
24 will hit.
It's 15. 1, 2. That is 31 points of lightning damage.
31 points of lightning damage. With that, that is over 100 damage in one turn. I'm also assuming that ends your turn.
Yep, that's it for me.
And you see his whole body jiggling around like a bowl of jello as you see him slowly calm his breath, steeling himself. And a small section of green comes back. Nowhere near as large as the last one, however. For the last one was a whole 100 points of temporary HP. This one's only 50. All right. And with that, he takes his legendary action. He is now in Unleashed Fury. He has double advantage on all of his attacks until his next turn, which means he is going to bone. Oh no, that's not a to hit attack actually. Yeah, rending strike. As you see him.
Fuji got down.
Fuck off. Damn, you're on point today, Emmy. Take another funny die. Fuck. As you see him raise his fucking hand and he attempts to swat you like a fly, Vadagar. Ooh, that is a natural 20. Do I hear silvery barbs?
Yep, you definitely get it from me.
I don't. Well, yeah, I don't have the reaction.
All right, well, Vadagar's got it. So roll again. Yeah, that's not another nat 20, sadly. Oh man, that was gonna be fun damage. I was gonna kill Vadagar there.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, jeez, man, I'm gonna kill Vadagar, bro. I was so excited. No, okay.
Actually, I didn't use silvery bars, but I used Zephyr's ability. I probably would have left her with Gross.
Yeah, to raise your AC. Yeah, okay, got you.
Not to raise my AC, to give him disadvantage. Same thing as silvery barbs.
Okay. All right.
But I will give myself another advantage from silvery barbs.
That is instead going to be a 32 to hit. Yeah. No, 31, but still hits, obviously.
Actually, I'm going to use my reaction now for shield, so no, it does not.
No. All right. As he swats you, as it kind of rolls around, your fucking marble just keeps fucking with him over and over and over. He's getting real sick of this goddamn marble. As his legendary action ends,
Counter spell.
And it brings us to Emmy. Yeah, this guy's not smart enough to have counterspell.
No, well, neither is Emmy.
At least in his current,
She still has it.
At least in his current form.
No, yeah. Emmy's gonna. Well, let's start with Riley because Riley deals damage. No, actually, Emmy first. Emmy's gonna cast Hold Person on the guy. I need a Wisdom DC 19 save.
Hold Person does the grappled effect, doesn't it?
Nope, paralyzed.
Paralyzed. He is not immune to
Nice.
that. All right. This is a.
You're really quiet, Cream. Are you far from your mic?
No, I'm basically eating it.
What's the save I'm making?
I heard you much better there.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. He's not great at those.
I recommend not chewing on your microphone.
I'm not. I'm not doing that.
That's a 15,
Yeah, that fails. He is paralyzed unless he uses legendary resistance.
which he is going to do. 2. Boink. He has 2 left in this form.
Yep. And with her bonus action, I don't know. She doesn't really do anything with that.
You don't want to give Bardic Inspiration to someone?
There's not really anyone that's
Close enough,
interested.
yeah.
Yeah, well, no, there are, but she can't double stack it on someone, so...
Oh, give it to Motherbucker. Give it to the cook. Give it to the horse.
I'd rather save my remaining 2 uses for something else. Has anyone taken damage? I'm gonna look around. Has anyone taken damage?
Yes.
Other than Mucky.
Rothred, she's super far from you.
She's almost within range, but I only have 30 movement speed. Yeah, no bonus action.
All right, and Riley.
And yeah, then Riley's turn. Riley is gonna attack him.
You do have to move because
With
currently
firework.
his line of sight's currently blocked.
So Riley attacks. It has... Right?
What was that? I didn't hear you.
It has single advantage, right?
Yes, from that Agar. Correct.
Okay, so plus 12. 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Okay, so it deals 3d10, an additional 1d10, and then the 2d10 piercing from the ebony crossbow, or 2d12, sorry. So that is a total of, and then plus 12. So that is a total of 51 damage.
An instant. Boop, the green extra health disappears.
And that's the first shot, and then we shoot again.
Okay.
A 28.
That hits.
So 40-10. Oh, I forgot to roll the hunter's mark thing. I'll do that. I'll just add 2d6 now.
Okay.
2d12. And then...
No, bonus action, your Slayer's Prey, too.
Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll do that. So it's 3d6 this time. One of them being from before. So 47 damage
All right.
this time.
You see his health bar decrease significantly as he roars out, "Arrgh! Enough!"
And that is my turn.
All right. With that, Atlan, you are up.
Is there a way you can check and see? Is this a character from this plane of existence?
Yes, you recognize his name. You've visited his manor, and drinking from his well of mana pool, which because the name
It's like Undead.
The name Matthew is the same name that was upon the manor you visited within the clearing in the first part of the Act 1, the Matthew Manor, where the mana spring lies. The Matthew Manor where the mana spring lies. Isn't that a mouthful?
First puzzle scenario we were given by.
held in place.
No, he was being paralyzed, but he used a legendary
Oh,
resistance.
legendary action, right?
Resistance,
All right,
but yeah.
let's try another one. Old person.
All right. Okay. So, bitch, make me waste these legendary resistances.
That's the idea.
Wow.
Hold on.
That's a 3 and a 1 on the dice. Holy shit. Welp, to save of his 3 legendary resistances, he has 1 left.
Okay, so
In this form.
In this form.
imagine Ellen like pops out from behind the column, shoots him with the hold person spell, and yeah, I guess he saves and nobody's really hurt, right?
Garathra is the only
Yep,
one who's
Garathra.
currently bloody.
I mean, I'm technically.
She's not
Getting away. He's getting
She's
away,
not
right?
bloody, but she's not bloody, but she's hurt.
Before we eventually got up here, it was prior to the last fight. I think I took some crap damage or whatever.
Wait, so I'm sorry. Go ahead. You
Yeah,
say
no.
you're a little hurting
Mage.
because I can
Not
totally
like-
see you. I
I'm
can
not
totally bop
halfway.
you.
I'm not halfway, but I took a bit of damage.
what-
from crap and
when did you
stuff.
take
Did you take
damage?
damage after we
Oh,
long
sorry.
rested?
Prior to the last combat, when we were
No,
heading
we
back.
had a long rest.
Before the fight.
Yeah, we had the energy from Tyrael or whatever.
So it was like after we technically rested. It was like we took some damage.
I don't think you took damage because we went straight from there into here.
Yeah,
Like
and then
that,
we
I think it's
cut off.
the
Then
room that we
stopped.
got healed in was like right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was right.
Yeah,
down
We should have been
here.
going into this fight full health, full spells.
Yeah, just
Okay,
yeah,
I'll-
just give yourself
I'll
full
full
HP.
health.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. All right. Anything else, Alan?
Okay, then. No, then that's me. If Clark Galak doesn't need any healing,
All right.
yeah, let's end my turn. I try to make however position myself to make sure that I am keeping the column between me and the enemy.
All right. And as you call out to Gadok asking if he's injured, we cut to Gadok as it is now his turn.
And just move. Then we're gonna go ahead and roll to see for call lightning.
Call lightning again. Okay, dexterity save. That time he passes with a dirty. Actually, hold on. Is that what is that dice?
19.
No, I know, but I'm
Okay.
trying to see what my dice roll is because it's literally, oh my god, it's on the fucking crease. I can't. Okay, I have to re-roll. Son of a bitch, that could have been a 19. All right. Well, regardless, is a dirty 24.
Half doubled again, so it'd just be, I guess,
Full 23. Okay.
23 base.
All right. His health.
And-
He takes another small chunk of his health bar out. As the lightning surges through him, he is getting real tired of this shit. His eyes are slowly
And-
beginning to burn red from their gray, empty state.
I don't have enough sorcery points to do another quicken, so believe that. Everything bonus
Wait, isn't
action.
when you call lightning, isn't it a bonus action on consecutive turns or no?
It's an action to do a call lightning.
Oh, even after you've already cast it?
Yes, it's the whole it takes one action to do its effect.
Yeah, to recall it, it's still an action because it's a strong fucking spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Booker is going to run through 60 feet, activating its flame round ability.
Ah, the radiant.
So basically, I'm gonna get specifics of this ability. Basically, a flame wall spell. The damage is slightly different, I think. So 20 feet reach, strength save 16 plus. Yeah, I guess 16 for strength. Let's see. I'm trying to cut the way I wrote this. Let's see. So, damage of 1d8 bludgeoning, half on pass, save, sprint, disrupting wall of flames, reaching 10 feet tall, on, and then a 20-foot long line, 5 feet wide. When the creature comes within 10 feet of it, the front, they take 5d8 fire damage, 4 charges per long rest.
All right. He rolls it's a strength save.
Yes.
I feel like it should be a con save.
I think that's what.
But either way, if it's written as a strength save, we'll just go with that. Which means he rolls a. Oh, 15.
Okay, so that's gonna be I guess initially it's gonna be the 3d8 plus bludgeoning, I guess, for the initial, and then when it hangs around, it's a 5d8 when you're near it. Not
Okay.
to make a save. So it's gonna be 3d8. And let's do the initial 3d8 fire part of it. So it's 19 fire damage, and then the bludgeoning.
All right. So 21 damage total is a little bit more of his health bar. Once again, shrinks. And does that end your turn?
Yep, no bonuses, so yep.
All right. Ending your turn, he takes his legendary action before his actual turn. As once again, he is going to try to swat you, Vadagar. Or actually, no, Motherbucker now appearing in front of him. He is going to Bone Shard. This is the thing I was going to do before, but I saw it was the dexterity save. All right, so in a cone, you see him open his mouth as he begins to breathe so heavily and so forcefully that you see chunks of his teeth begin to fracture, breaking apart and shooting out of his mouth like little projectiles. As everything in a 30-foot cone must
Yo,
make
this man has a breath weapon? Wow.
must make a dexterity save. 23. Dexterity save.
22 deck save.
Edgar, remember your double advantage.
To save? Double advantage to save?
No, Vadagar has that.
Okay.
That's
That-
from both my silver barbs and yours.
Yep.
Do I have to use that, or can I
It
choose when I use
specifies
it?
the next one.
Okay, gotcha.
It fails.
Okay.
Then it's a nat 20.
Okay. So, yep. All right. You take half damage. Motherbucker takes full damage, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4. 24 damage total, so half full for Motherbucker and half for you. 12 damage for you.
Halved again, so 6.
6 piercing damage, and Motherbucker takes 24 piercing damage. As all of the shards of his teeth begin to land Vadagar.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Yep.
Yeah, because the Guardians. Natural 20.
Silver barbs.
Okay.
Waste your silver barbs on that. A lot of damage.
It's
Instead, that's a 16.
That would be a fail, though. And that's 18 points of radiant.
Okay.
advantage to Vadagar, so you again have an advantage. It's because I like
Sweet deal.
stacking advantages.
All right.
Fucking take it.
As he takes his first attack on you as he attempts to slap you out of the air again, Vadagar. That is a 24 to hit.
24 to hit does not hit.
Okay. He attempts to smack you one more time. That is a 33 to hit. That will hit.
What?
33.
33? Yep. Meets it, beats it.
Oh, damn.
My shield spell is still up until my turn, so.
All right. Well, the 33 does hit, as you said. So, 4d8 plus 10 bludgeoning. I'll roll that first. That's 3 plus 1 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 23, 33 bludgeoning, and 31 necrotic. With that, he ends his turn as he looks to you, having swatted you and literally smacking the shit out of you, breaking your shield spell through the bubble, and literally with just one of his fingers, pa, right in the face.
Okay.
As he looks at you, you bloody?
Nope.
All right, and he ends his turn. Yep.
Does it? Will it need to? I don't know if we ever really. Yeah.
It's on his turn.
Yeah.
So he does it again. That is a strength save of 16.
Okay, so that meets it. So I don't know if it
Meets it,
I'll
beats
just-
it. So half damage.
Okay.
8 fire damage. All right. And that brings us back to Vadagar as he slaps the shit out of you, Vadagar. What do you do?
I'm going to action cast. Now I'm going to cast my angelic armor.
Okay.
Cast that. So that's my action. And then bonus action, I'm going to potion of greater healing.
Okay. Roll for your health.
That's 44 plus 4. It's 18 points of health.
Okay. 18 healing back as you guzzle down a healing potion.
It's 18. Heal. And then, where is it? I'm going to bonus action, start prepping my mace. And I'm going to activate the flame flail. So my mace starts to glow in a red energy.
All right.
And then Gorothra. It's fucking 18 to hit.
18 will not hit.
And that time it's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
That is 17 points of piercing.
All right. 17 piercing damage. Once again,
Lightning Ward.
his health bar takes another solid.
60 is 23 points of, or 23 AC, or 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And I forgot to double this last time, but it's going to be doubled this time. So that's 40 plus 30. That's 70 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Decrease. And then let's switch this so I could figure out. God damn it. Alright, get that off there. As Garothic. Okay, and that's my turn.
All right. As you end your turn, he takes a legendary action. As he once again goes to slap you. Actually, no. He opens his mouth and he begins to breathe out bits of his teeth again. Another cone. Vadagar and Motherbucker, I need a dexterity save, 23. Motherbucker,
What do I need?
dexterity save.
6 days. 3.
All right. Both you and Vadagar fail this time. As you take the full damage. 9 piercing. As that ends his legendary action and brings us to Emmy. You are up.
You know the drill. You know the drill. We will start with Riley.
Okay.
First, we need to try to hit. So plus 12 single advantage, right?
Correct.
You get an advantage from me, yeah.
Yeah. A 19.
19 will not hit. First of Riley strikes to not hit.
I mean, you use a funny die on it.
I could, yeah. I'm gonna use funny die.
Cool.
That's a
29.
That hits.
20. Wow. Yeah.
That hits.
More than 31.
Yeah, holy shit, that hits.
I thought it was
So 2d12, 4d10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2d6 plus 12 is... Come on, dice. 61.
As the strike hits, the arrow explodes. And as this happens, you hear the false lord cry to the ceiling, roaring in anger. Like an opera singer roaring louder and louder. You begin to feel the floor underneath your feet shaking, quivering. And then suddenly, it begins to crack. In an instant, the entire floor shatters like glass. Don't break. Being made of a different kind of material, they act as pillars. As we change scenes. As the second phase begins. Everyone, based off of where you were, please put your tokens back on the map. It's the same chamber room and everything.
Oh, I don't think I have my
what?
Emmy token anywhere.
Yeah.
Here you go.
This map.
Oh, there's not.
No,
it
I
hurts my
fucking-
head,
what?
but it's fine.
I don't. Yeah. Why don't you put us where we should be? Because I no fucking clue
What I
what's
see
going on
is squares and blackness and no characters.
Correct. Yes,
Yeah.
We don't have our characters
yes,
yet.
your characters aren't on the map yet.
Oh, you want me
I
to
think Vadigar.
Vadigar, I don't have your character. Atlin, I don't
here.
have
So I'm
your
just gonna
character.
plop them there.
I got it.
Yeah,
I think there.
And I don't have Garothra. I don't believe. I don't have the edited Garothra.
I've got.
I
I think it should
Garothra.
be down on this one.
I don't know. I'm not telling him to place me. This is confusing. This hurts my brain.
I think it's on this one because the pillars were here, here, here.
Oh, I do.
here.
There we go.
I have Gadok. Don't worry about you, Gadok. I've got you.
I think
You should
I
have me
seen that
because you
Gadok
the one who
before.
edited this character.
You're here, Vadigar.
Yeah, no.
I
placed
see
myself,
Vadigar.
so I do have it.
Okay.
I just don't know where I'd be,
I'm
so
here.
I'm just gonna.
I was no, there's some pillars in the middle or whatever.
Yes, the pillars were directly between the gap that's between these floor
That would
panels.
have been here.
Where the pillars were.
Can
Emmy?
we place Riley?
Okay.
Yes, Riley.
So we place
Then
on
I
the
need
nearest
Garothra.
square, I think.
No, you will
Uh,
actually, if you weren't standing where a square was, you have to make a deck save. The closer you are to the square without being on it, Vadigar, you're good because your pillar was like right here, so you'll have a deck save at advantage. Atlin, you'll have a deck save at advantage. Gadok, you'll have a deck save at advantage. The only one who won't is going to be Riley, who will have a deck save at disadvantage.
Okay.
Hey, what, can you put?
Mount
Yeah.
section.
Was it whoever was close to a pillar is good?
You have advantage on your deck save, but you still do have to make a deck save.
Okay.
Riley's deck save.
I don't have Booker's token either. So
That one I also have. Where was Mother Bucker? Down here? Or no, she was like right here. Yeah.
he was probably somewhere near.
Right next to
You said
Vadigar.
disadvantage, right?
That was practically next to the.
She was on the other side of the pillar from me.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Because he was within the striking distance of the spit. From you?
Okay, so Garothra
From Riley. No, I'm
is
safe, right?
up here.
All right. Riley scores a 10, and as he leaps, trying to jump to your platform, Emmy, he only makes it about halfway as he begins to fall.
Let's hope he comes back around. Emmy didn't need one, right?
No, you are actually on a pillar, so you're on a
Yeah.
platform, so you're good.
I'm on a platform, yeah.
However,
So
everyone,
you said
Atlin, Gadok, and Vadigar, you three have to pass a deck save of a 12 or higher with advantage on your roll. Mother Bucker has to...
Yeah, Garothra was like right hiding behind a pillar, so it was like, yeah, I got 21.
All right. You managed
Yeah, I
to
failed
jump off the
both.
platform.
I mean, I also fly, so I don't know if this. I was flying, so I don't.
Right, you don't. You're good because you fly, right? Alan, you fly. You're flying too, so you don't have to make a deck save either. Mother Bucker passed. You said right, Gadok?
I failed.
No, she
I
failed.
technically failed. Yeah, I failed too.
Holy shit! Okay, Gadok, you begin to fall as Mother Bucker also begins to fall, which means
And suddenly this very winnable fight turns into a GPK.
it's not a TPK because you've seen what happens when people fall in the darkness
Yeah.
before. But Gadok, Mother Bucker, You guys are both removed from initiative until the next round of initiative starts. What it was? Atlan, 1 second. There you go.
Why can't I?
I had to change.
Why can't I add me?
You're in
It
initiative.
says remove from initiative. What?
You're already in it.
No. What are you talking about?
Your name is.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
it's because your name isn't proper.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you can just stay where you are. Don't have to move. Vadagar, you too. You can just literally stay hovering in the air. You don't have to jump to a platform. Motherbucker fails, so she begins to fall. Godak fails, so he begins to fall. Emmy, you're fine. Riley fails, so he begins to fall. And as the floor crumbles out from underneath you all, and as some of you begin to tumble into the darkness, as does Lord Matthew falling into the abyss underneath him, you hear, "Ah!"
You peeked.
Ah.
Wait, wasn't he standing right on this thing right here?
What? No, he was.
Yeah, which was right here, wasn't it?
Oh, Atlas,
No,
you rolled
whatever.
a 25 on initiative. Weren't you behind Emmy?
No, that's not accurate. I didn't re-roll
Oh, that's
it.
nope. That was me. I probably things were happening. I
Yeah.
probably just put my initiative on the wrong.
Were we supposed to re-roll again?
No.
No.
We had
Is
to
that
re-add
re-add it?
what we had before.
You had like a 21 or something, Alan?
21.
As you all
2000
begin,
initiative.
you begin to hear him laughing from the darkness, and then you begin to hear whoosh, 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 and then clanking of metal against stone, dragging. As slowly he comes back into sight, his wings beating.
That's what he said.
Take a funny dice, Godak. As in his new form, stage 2 begins. As he shape changes into a giant, obese eagle, wielding a hook.
The Angry Birds inspiration got to you, didn't it?
Yep, that's exactly what this character is.
It's the fat eagle.
This mighty eagle. That's mighty eagle. This mighty eagle.
Gecko blob.
Sure, he's mighty,
All right.
alright.
As he is now flying. And now, Godak, I think you are where we left off. No, Emmy, you were where we left off with Riley, right?
Yeah, it was after, Riley, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
God, I cannot hear Emmy at all.
All right.
Is this better? I can,
Yeah,
I can
a little
ASMR
bit.
the mic.
Emmy,
I know, is it?
it is still your turn, but sadly, Riley
Um.
cannot continue doing anything as he begins to plummet into the darkness.
Well,
Is
he was also done, so.
All right.
But Emmy will cast it. I'm assuming it isn't a humanoid anymore, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, Hell's Lash. Then I need a con save.
Con save. Okay.
Yep.
Pretty sure in his new form, he no longer has advantage on certain things, right? Let me check. No, he does not. So he no longer gets advantage on his saves. Okay. So a regular 1d20. Okay. He gets a 13.
Yep. Okay, so he fails, and he gets tethered by these this hellish whip. It doesn't count as restrained, just so you're aware.
Okay.
And it deals 84 damage. So 18 fire damage.
Okay. This time, as you strike him with 18 damage, you see his health bar takes a significantly bigger hit.
Okay. And that is Emmy's turn.
Oh, he's weak to fire?
No,
either that
his
or
health-
significantly less health.
This health bar is smaller, or it's not smaller, it's physically the same size, but it has less health in it.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, that's Emmy's turn.
All right. With that, he will take his legendary act as you see him spread his wings, flapping them. Whoosh, 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 as he flies by, doing a flyby attack. Soaring past Vadagar and Motherbucker as he does a wing attack. I need both of you to make a dexterity save of 19. Ha!
I'll double check something.
Godak meets it, beats it.
That's what does that.
As
That
Motherbucker
does that, okay.
maneuvers in the air, just barely managing to kind of like barrel roll at the right time, avoiding the attack.
25. Or sorry, 20. Yeah, 24. 19 plus 5, yeah, I think. Plus 5.
24. All right. So you take half damage instead. All right. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. And that is its legendary action.
So they 13 and then halved because I passed?
No, 13 was already the half damage. It was 4d6. I rolled 2d6
Okay.
instead. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. And that is piercing, bludgeoning damage. And that
Oh,
ends.
fuck, this was a lot further now, isn't it?
And that ends his legendary action. Atlan, you are up.
Sorry.
Yeah. He be far now.
The scale chain on this map? Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's way different now. Huge scale difference.
Orphan,
There's no more columns holding the building up. All of them fell into the void. He is in perfectly clear sight where no matter where you are on the map now. There's no more hiding spots.
okay, because I'm still basically where the first floor was.
Yeah. You're still on. It's still the same building. It's just that the floor kind of started breaking underneath everyone. The pillars and columns all just disintegrated and fell into the darkness. And now the area is this platform jump zone.
I don't think any of us can jump that fucking.
So
60 feet.
what I'm seeing now is the lower level. Everything else is dissolved.
Yes, the white squares are the only sections of the floor that you guys were standing on before.
How far from my feet to the floor? To the platform?
You're literally 5 feet away from it. You're 5 feet above it and not even an inch away from it. So you're almost standing on it.
Okay. I think it's still out of normal, right? So.
I'm kind of curious how you do the jump mechanics because it's a 60-foot gap to jump to a different platform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You also don't die when you fall into the darkness, remember?
So we're gonna do the fucking cartoon flying thing? Just swim across?
Video game mechanics, baby! I'm going heavy into it for this fight.
Yo, where was the rest of the...
No, you're fucking spot on, bro. I've really been lacking on the video game mechanics.
You really have.
I'd be
Yeah.
hovering over this platform. I think it's as far as I can move.
Okay.
Actually, no, shit. I can't. I'm not going to action move. I think I would just be able to get to the edge of this platform. I'd hover over this
Okay.
area of this platform. Guiding bolt's 120 feet. Can I reach?
Yep.
Okay. Guiding bolt. Do I have any advantage? No.
No.
20? Dirty 20?
Dirty 20 will hit.
You said, is radiant damage still different?
Radiant damage is still his weakness.
I'll use my divine flood, right?
That will remain
I
his
guess
only
5d12
vulnerability the whole
radiant.
fight.
So
Okay.
did we learn his new ones, or did the thing
So
drop?
34 means 68
It dropped.
radiant damage
Okay.
total after double.
How much was that total?
68 total after double.
Ooh, damn, as his health bar takes a big hit.
And then there is blood damage that equals 35.
Ooh, okay.
And my friends have double advantage on the next 2 attacks.
Okay. Double advantage in the next
And
2
that's my
attacks.
turn.
All right. And he
Yeah,
will
that's
take...
not an initiative. He's falling.
Correct. As he makes his
fuck.
next legendary action as he throws out a winged spike at Vadagar. Roll to hit. That is plus Vadagar.
Yeah, no, it doesn't hit.
All right. It flies past you as the wing soars by, and his legendary action ends.
Wouldn't Gadok get an action? He has potential to cast a spell like fly or shapeshift into something that can fly to not fall to his death, right?
He's not falling to his death either way. It's you guys saw it before. When something falls into the darkness, it appears from the ceiling and continues to
Oh.
fall.
But yeah, rules as written. We are you're
Yes. Which at the start of the next round, he will then have the chance to either do that because he failed the deck save, or to redo the deck save. So
I have boots of flying.
So yeah, you could. So at the
Or I have wing boots.
So yeah, when he ends his turn, when Matthew ends his turn, you can just, rather than making the deck save, you can just activate your boots of flying and you'll be fine.
Just out of curiosity, isn't Mother Bucker falling too? Like, wouldn't the wing attack have missed?
He didn't attack Mother Bucker. Just oh no, yes,
That
Mother
freeze,
Bucker
but-
is falling, but she's not like out of like it was a flyby attack, so he uses fly movement speed during the attack.
Keep in mind is like every round is like 6 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So
In real time.
she started to fall, but she hasn't fallen far enough for it to be really out of the way yet.
Gotcha.
All right, with his turn now
Well,
beginning. Oh, Atlan.
One last question: is the bird holding a sword or an axe?
It's a sax.
Okay.
I can take a funny
He
die for
loves
that,
jazz,
Vadagar. Take a funny
and he
one.
loves balls.
There you go.
Name them sacks.
Oh my god. All right.
There were
He
two different sack jokes there.
He begins his turn, and starting off, he throws his hook. It soars through the air and grapples Mother Bucker. Well, actually, I don't know if it does yet. Actually, not. I had to roll the hit first. That
The
is
sword hook or the fist hook?
the one that's right here. The hook.
Reference, right?
Yes. Yeah, the sword in his mouth is a One Piece reference, and him himself is an Angry Birds reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun. I was feeling real confused, like
Energetic.
energetic last night. Yeah, space brained. I was like on a different planet. But yeah, all right. The hook goes flying at Mother Bucker. 19 to hit. That hits Mother Bucker, right?
What was the attack?
It's a hook. It's flying at her, and it's a 19 to hit.
No.
Past her, it does not land in her rib cage as he misses the attack, and he pulls his hook back, and then he makes his second multi-attack as he scowls, and he begins to flap his wings, and he does another fly attack. So he uses 80 fly speed. Oh, wrong one. He flies right between Motherbucker and Vadagar.
Yep.
That is a 18.
Atlan, does that pass?
Spirit Garden.
Yeah, Spirit Guardian. What's the
Does
DC?
your-
Spell save DC 19.
So it fails. Okay.
So fails. He takes 32 points of radiant.
All right. 30 points of damage. Okay. His
That
health
doubled?
bar takes a little. Yeah, that was already doubled, right?
That's already double, Jess.
His health bar
Well,
takes forward using his 80 feet of movement. He then takes the great sacks in his mouth, and he begins to spin in a circle as he uses his last 2 attacks to attack you again, and
Oh my god,
attack-
now he's a Beyblade.
now to attack Motherbucker again. All right, so Vadagar first attacking you. That is a 28 to hit. Motherbucker.
Nope.
29 to hit.
I guess if you're attacking me, just
Motherbucker takes 2d10 and 2d12. 2d10 is plus 12, so 30 damage to Motherbucker. All right, as he stops spinning in a circle, the blade cutting through a couple of Motherbucker's bones, but simply bouncing off of Vadagar. He looks to you and he uses his bonus action to activate Bird Brain Resilience. As he does a spiral dive.
So his brain like shrinks to the size of a pea, or
No, he does a bird tactic as he begins to spiral down as he soars 80 feet down instantly with flyby, so no opportunity attack. So now he
so
is.
he's diving.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
How far do you fall in a round?
I think it's 120 feet.
Per official rule, it's 400 feet per 6 seconds.
Oh, is it 400? Jesus fuck.
Yeah, it's 400. There's a reason why getting knocked prone while you're flying at any height that isn't more than 400 is
Oof.
fucking dead.
Gravity's a
Like,
bitch in Dungeons and Dragons. Dangerous.
So is it in real life. It doesn't take that long to hit terminal velocity.
Yeah, but if I fucking fall, I feel like 400 in 6 seconds is more than real life. I don't know. I could be wrong. But regardless, he is now 80 feet down, flying. All right, that ends his turn. So, Godak.
So wait, it started its turn. So it did its legendary action to come
It
at
takes-
me, right?
Yeah, you did a legendary
Takes
action.
2 rounds.
Okay, and then
2
it
rounds
started
to
its
terminal
turn.
velocity.
And then it started his turn in my Spirit Guardian, so he needs to do another Wisdom save.
No, he didn't start his turn in your Wisdom Spirit save. He used his legendary action after Atlan's turn ended, leading into
Yeah,
his turn.
And then he entered it. Then he entered the Radiant thing as his legendary action, and then started his
no,
turn from
the
there.
the legend Motherbucker over this
Yes,
direction,
yeah.
and then he
Yeah,
used
he's over here.
he started his turn over here, and then after his turn started, he
So
then used
that wasn't a legendary action then.
his legendary action was
'Cause I thought
after.
legendary actions were between turns.
Yes, after Atlan's turn ended and before his turn began. And then right
Correct.
after his legendary action ended, his turn began, and he began his turn over
Yes.
here.
So wait, what was his legendary action? I thought his legendary action was flying over.
No,
Wasn't it?
that was his flyby attack.
Well, that's what he used as a legendary, right?
Yes.
So first he started up here,
Yes.
then
He's
he flew over here.
using his
then
legendary
became
action
his
after
turn.
Atlan's turn, he used his legendary action to flyby attack, started his turn over here, and then flew back over here. Understand?
So either way, when he no, I'm super confused because I thought he was over He did his first attack, his first legendary
He
action at the very
started.
beginning.
He started here. Atlan's
Yeah.
turn. Atlan's turn ended. He legendary action to fly over here. His turn began. He flew back over.
Okay, I'm confused, but anyway, we'll just roll
What
it.
do you mean? Okay, legendary action began.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
But I don't want to hold up that yet.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking hell.
All right. So he ends that. Yeah. So Gadok, you now use your boots of flying, correct?
Yep.
All right. So you
I'll
activate
roll
your
with
boots
that.
of flying, and you can begin to fly. So you start hovering rather than falling. However, Motherbucker still needs to make another deck save. This one,
And Riley.
This one is now Riley. Yes, Riley too, because Riley is now his time.
I'm gonna funny dice that.
You see Riley fall. Whoo! He disappears, and then you hear him falling from the sky as he just begins swimming in air, dragging his arms through the air, and just barely as he's about to pass the platform, he grabs it just in time, pulling himself up, and he is back to being on your turn. Motherbucker has to roll a 12. What did she get?
15.
All right. Same with Riley. As Motherbucker falls, she falls into the darkness, disappearing for a brief second before as she continues to fall. You see her galloping midair, attempting to run on air, barely pushing herself forward enough to land on the platform. And with that, combat now begins. Godak, you're back in initiative. What was your initiative?
18.
18? Yeah, you were right before Matthew. All right, Vadagar, you are up.
Can Grothra try to leap to the nether pillar thing?
Yeah, she can Misty step pretty far, can't she?
She has Thunder Step. It's different, but
Thunder Step,
like,
yeah,
can she
yeah.
try to? That's what I was kind of wondering. Of this big ass gap, are we able to even try to jump these, or we're just stuck on the
You can, but you have
platforms if we can't fly?
you can, but you once you like start to fall, they go out of initiative until the next round starts, and then they get to make another deck save to make it to the next platform. So you can, but it's a trade off. You finally make it to that platform, you then get to continue.
You can't jump. So what you're saying is you can't jump. You have to fall into the void. Okay.
Yeah, there. I mean, it's a 40. You know, of all, what's her movement?
45.
Of all the creatures in here, Motherbucker and Garothra are the only two that, with a deck save, could probably actually make that jump. So I would allow a deck save.
Deck save, or what about in athletics?
Definitely. I mean,
Like athletics is your jumping, right? Athletics.
okay.
Yeah, it's
okay. Yeah.
it's on the.
Athletics then.
So she just rolls athletics to see if she can jump across.
Athletics.
The fucking 3
Yeah,
plus
like you
6.
jump
That's a 9.
Almost.
Yeah, I would say she jumps. She uses her movement, so she jumps forward, but she only is able to jump half her movement, as she does not succeed the athletics as she begins to fall.
What if I roll a funny die on that?
What'd you get? 3?
I got a 9. I got a 9
It was a 9 total.
total.
Okay.
10.
10 still doesn't make it. Yeah. All right. Well, she looks at you.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
Okay.
What about 11?
11 still doesn't make it.
Son of a bitch.
14 or high. 14 or higher is what I set for Grothra and Motherbucker, because that's not too hard of a jump for them to make. But
Apparently it is.
sad, yes, for Grothra, it's impossible as she begins to plummet, and she is no longer in initiative until next round. Vadagar?
Well, while she's plummeting, can she, like, she would be catching up with this guy, wouldn't she?
Catching it with what? I'm confused.
Because he's 30 feet, he's 80 feet down, so while she's plummeting, wouldn't she, like, get closer to him?
For sure, but the platform would be blocking her direct sight of him.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
after we forgot some damage and a save on his turn, I need another con save as he takes 2d4 on his turn
Okay, con save. That fails.
from the spell. Okay, so the spell is still on him. He takes an additional 3d4.
Oh, wait, was that from
4d4.
Riley?
No, that is from my spell I cast on him. Hell Slash.
Ah, Hell's Last, correct. Okay. All right.
Yep. He took 10 fire damage on
Alright.
his turn.
And that brings us to Vadagar's actual turn himself.
Okay,
As
I'm
Garothra
going
sadly
to-
begins to plummet.
All right. Why do I have? All right. I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna use another potion of greater healing as a bonus action.
Okay.
This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's plus. I think. Yeah. So that's 12 more hit points. And then let's see. I was gonna do that, but I guess I'm not gonna do that now. I'm going to use another bonus action. What's that? To cast Branding Smite.
Okay.
And then my action, I'm gonna take off since it's too far for me to run over and try to attack her. Rub off another fucking star. Here we go. Throw a magic missile at her.
He's right in front of you, though.
He's 80 feet down.
Oh, I'm so fucking dumb. Correct. Right,
Yeah.
that's why I hate
I was thinking of
D&D
trying to
maps.
like just like.
Look, Laughter, you said it. I won't deny it.
Oh, that's too much. Hold on.
Oh, I need another dab. I haven't taken one enough time now. We're gonna take a break in a second. Is everyone good to go an hour later today?
Yes.
Yeah,
But I reiterate, you really should have asked
I can
this before.
spare a whole hour.
Okay.
Spare a whole hour.
Okay. We shouldn't need it.
I'm.
If you notice the trend of the health bars, the last one's gonna be even smaller than the rest.
151 points of damage.
Okay. Well, as I say that, never mind. We definitely don't need an hour because with that, second stage is done. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! As you fucking throw the stars down, explosion that the entire room begins to quake and more crumble. And as they break apart, you see inside of some of those pillars was water as the black abyss begins to flood. As we enter stage 3!
Fuck. At least I'm fat enough to float.
All right, I will start putting characters back down. I don't have Vadagar, so I can't do you, but I can do Gadok. I know you were over here, buddy boy.
Emmy and Riley were
Do
both
not
right
have
here.
me. You're the one who edited the emblem.
I haven't put it in Owlbear yet. Is the
Sounds
problem?
like a skill issue.
Yeah, I haven't put it in Owlbear yet. Riley gonna have to swim.
So does Emmy.
Okay. As will Motherbucker and Garotha. Actually, no, Motherbucker made it to a platform, so she's good. Grothra jumped to here. All right.
Probably a little bit closer than that. There.
And then Emmy. Let me place you down.
Like right here.
Yep. Bada bang. There you go.
Bada bing, bada bum.
That.
Send down through it.
As the star explodes and you hear the bird shriek, you think maybe for a moment you've won, but then the water begins to disturb. You feel something swimming as rising from the water's depths.
Has the scale of this map gotten even bigger for this one?
Yeah.
No, the scale of the map, this map and the other two are the exact same scale. They are spot for spot.
They are definitely not the same scale.
They are for sure not. These platforms were 40
Yeah,
feet.
100%. They're
These-
not the same scale.
I literally like even
It,
Grothra,
I can't
if you
tell
look at it this way,
how.
I was gonna say, Grothra with 45 feet of movement made it from here to here.
yeah, 65 by 99 on
That's-
each of them.
I was gonna say the first one. This is how far Grothra made it in 45 feet of movement. So the scale is way different.
Hold on. 1 second.
I think it may just be probably more of a maybe, or
I
roll
posted them.
strings.
I posted them in the Sunday chat. Literally, check the
Mhm.
files. They both say 65 by 99.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but all I know is
That's
that
the
scale on the
size. That's
first
the
map was
size.
much smaller.
You did
The very
Post
first
them on
one.
Sunday. I'm not be real.
It's uploading still. I've got
Okay.
three things uploading right now.
Mhm.
A video, the stream going, and then yeah. Yeah, check the file names. They're both 65 by 99. They should be the exact same size. Hold on, let me check.
Well, I know the first map was not.
The very first
map
the
was-
first one you're spot on for. The first one was not as big as the rest. But these two specifically should be the same size.
I see that, but it feels differently sized. Let's just say it like that.
Let's okay, hold on. Let's
No,
measure.
I was thinking about the first map, so yeah, okay.
Let's measure.
This could be the same scale.
This is exactly 50, it says. Let's go to here. And then let's measure one of these. Yeah, exactly 50. They're both the same scale. I thought so.
I was talking about the first map and the other ones.
Last night when I decided I want to do a 3 different phases for the boss video game thing. So yeah, I wasn't able to make a map that was the same size as the other one, sadly. But both of the last 2 should have been the same size, which I thought so. They are.
So, have you watched
that
Shark Tale
is,
recently? Is that why? Or...
No, I watched Sharktopus. It's Sharktopus.
Oh.
The D-rated Sharktopus. It's like a fucking $50,000 budget movie. Yeah. I watched Sharktopus and I really liked it. So I decided.
But all I'm saying is, I don't think
Sharktopus. I could have done Jaws too, couldn't I? Yeah, I forgot about that. All right. Well, regardless, Vadagar, your turn continues as we re-add everyone to initiative again.
Is Garothra now there?
Yes, she is now beginning to float back up to the surface of the water. So she is back to you.
So she can do her stuff.
Starting next turn, yes.
So okay, so she can't do anything now because she only used movement last turn.
Yeah. Because she has
Alright,
to swim up the distance she's falling, obviously, so she's not quite back yet.
Well, that is my turn. That was the last thing I could do.
Vadagar rather than goddamn 100100100. All right, because you're in props, so add you to initiative, and then Emmy. All right, everyone's in initiative again. Please add your initiative numbers, as I will do the same thing for him. 17. As your turn ends, Vadagar, we come to Emmy. Riley, begin to make the platform crumbling underneath you literally turn to a fucking ocean of water. As you begin to swim to the surface, breaking the top. As you and Riley look to each other, swimming in this big pond, what do you do?
I don't know. I swim towards a
That's
platform.
fucking.
Dash, and then I try to swim, and I'm assuming it's half movement because I don't have a swim speed, or
Yes, half your regular movement,
Okay.
so you would use just your full movement since you're dashing.
so with a dash, it's 30 feet.
As you begin to swim towards the platform, making your way with all your might.
Yeah, exactly.
As
Does
you
Riley have the sharpshooter feat?
Feet? I don't know. You'll have to ask Vadagar that. He made the character.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking him.
Sharpshooter? No, it doesn't have sharpshooter.
Ah,
I didn't get to. Like I said, I didn't actually build him. It was the DM that built him.
No.
Was he the only one I built, and then I had everyone else build theirs after
Yes.
that? Okay.
He was the first one, and then after that, you let people build them. But yeah, you built him.
So he'll shoot at the shark twice, but at disadvantage because it's 400 feet.
Okay.
Or, well, not over 100. So this 12. I don't assume a 14 hits.
14 does not hit.
Would a D8 do anything from the bardic? Would that be enough?
Yeah, for
I don't. Plain and simple. I hit 15.
15.
Total of 15.
It was a 15. That still doesn't hit.
No. Well, he's gonna shoot again.
All right, shoots second time.
Come on, 220s. You can do this. At 25.
25 will hit.
So, 39 damage.
39 damage, okay.
As
You see,
he
in an
also-
instant, a huge chunk of his HP is eviscerated.
He also swims, but it's 12 and a half feet since, but it's around there.
All right. And that ends your turn.
Yes, it does.
And that brings us to the legendary action as he dives underwater. And any creature in his water within 300 feet, he can appear under and attack. Emmy?
Hello. Yeah, I'm within 300 feet. I measured. I am well within.
He disappears. The water falls to calm. For a brief moment, it seems maybe he ran. But then,
I'm in danger.
in an instant, you feel the water underneath your feet disturb. Emmy, inky jaw reaches for your body.
I don't assume this gives. I don't assume he's trying to charm me.
It's a dex save at disadvantage too if you don't have a swim speed.
Well, the first one is a 16 before the modifier, and the second one is a 15, so 21.
Oh, you want to add a funny dice?
I want 29.
You needed a one more. As you
Yeah.
barely swim out of the way, as your leg still gets caught, taking half damage. Emmy,
Whee!
half the damage. This is the full damage. Half of it is 35.
I am not bloodied yet. Barely, but I'm not bloodied.
As you almost like a chunk of your thigh is just ripped out. As you barely swim away, but right in front of you, as his body just comes more and more out of the water, he looks down at you. And you'd think that's where the legendary action ends, but no, the creator of this one is a real sick bastard. As
At least take me on a date first.
As
Come
his
on.
head entirely comes out of the water, suddenly you feel wrap around your body one of his tentacles. A second dex save. Once again, at disadvantage if you don't have a swim speed.
Nobody fucking has a swim speed. Please don't kill me, Wizards of the Coast. A 15.
15 will not pass. As you
Jeez.
feel the tentacle wrap
Jeez.
around Emmy's body and begin to squeeze. As once again, this one's bludgeoning, not piercing, but the full damage is 52.
So Emmy's down.
As you are back, breaking as you lose your breath and your consciousness. Emmy, do you know what happens when someone falls unconscious in water?
Yeah, they sink.
As he lets go of you with his tentacle, you begin to drop. And unless someone brings you up, you auto-fail your death saves.
Yo, at least I can breathe for 2 minutes. I'll hold my breath for 2 minutes.
All right. Oh, so you're unconscious, so you
Yeah.
do
But, yeah.
there is a rule for this. When you're unconscious, you half your holding breath. So if she can
Yeah.
breathe for 2 minutes, while unconscious, she can hold her breath for 1 minute. So while
It's because official rules, it is a minute plus your Constitution modifier.
Correct.
So
and when you go
plus one.
unconscious, you get half of your breath holding time.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, so you have 1 minute, so you have 10 turns. But nevertheless,
That's more than 6 turns, which means I'm either up or dead,
or he grabs you and pulls you deeper.
or I'm dead. Yeah.
Atlan, your turn
Again,
is
I'm up or I'm dead.
As you're hovering in the air, Atlan, you see underneath you the pool of water slowly fill. You and Vadagar are both floating 5 feet in the air. Garothra is the only
originally I was 40 feet up, wasn't I?
one. 40.
I was at face level with the first storm.
Yes, and then you had to fly down to attack him, didn't you?
He went down. No, magic missile's 120.
Okay, so you were good then. Okay, so you're 40 feet in the air then. Okay.
Is Emmy at the top of the water surface right now?
Currently,
Okay, I will. Get just over the edge of this platform. Gives him just enough reach as you see Emmy bobbing in the water and potentially about to sink. And hit you with my bonus action is Siphon. It's a D4 plus 8. I think it's blood damage. And then because the enemy is within range, it takes a little bit of damage, right?
correct. That is, except for the fact that he will use his reaction to counterspell.
I mean,
You
As
trying to cast?
You see his tentacle
Oh.
come out of the water, wiggling around, flicking.
Just one. Wait. Alan, what were you trying to cast? Alan,
this would be level 1.
what were you casting? Sorry.
Essentially, it's Healing Word, but it's now called
Oh,
Siphon.
okay, gotcha. All right.
All right. As he counterspells, and the health is flicked away as he turns his attention to you now, Atlin. His reaction's over.
You have to roll to counterspell.
What level?
Not when it's below 3rd level.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. If
I was
it's
gonna
below,
say, it
that's
depends
right.
on what level.
Yeah, it's first level.
That's what.
and
That's
not
why
that.
I. Yeah, that's why I said it was.
Right, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Perfect.
You're right.
So his reaction's done. Anything else from you?
That was a move bonus. Action. Trying to really. I activate my blood right. Blood right. The Channel Divinity Crescent Moon Sanctuary Blood.
All right. You activate your channel divinity, calling upon your circle.
30-foot radius of 60-foot diameter.
60 total. Okay. Right there. All right. Attach that to you. There you go.
I'm not going to delete that one. That's 60-foot radius?
Correct.
Yeah, it's not just so much different scale than we're used to.
Yeah, this
Yeah, it's just
I tried to
massive.
get these two to be the same size as the other chamber. It just wasn't possible.
Yeah, that's all I can do on my turn. That's it.
All right. Your turn ends and it brings us to another legendary action as he looks to Emmy. Her body slowly
Bye-bye.
sinking into the depths of the ocean as you see him automatically fails the save and in an instant is eaten. Swallowed whole as he dives underwater and then immediately reappears.
I love that I love that the characters don't know, but we can still see your GM thing moving.
The health bar, right?
No, it's when you hover
Oh,
over something.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Where does health bar go?
No, I was trying to make my circle. You made it faster. I just didn't delete it.
Where's the health bar?
I don't know.
Oh, it's
There it
tiny.
is.
It's in the middle.
What the fuck? Why is it so
Tiny,
tiny?
brother.
What just happened?
Because of the scale you made.
minimized him.
Oh, it should have fixed it when I made him bigger again. It should have fixed it. Weird. whatever.
I don't think that's how it works,
Either way.
sadly.
Yeah, it should. See, when I scale him down, it gets smaller. When I scale him up, it gets bigger.
I think it glitched when it flipped.
That's weird. Okay. Anyway.
There's an attachment to Owlbear where you could just right click and flip.
Oh, I should get that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, regardless, that ends his legendary action. Gadok. He reappears in front of the platform that you and Atlin are on, his tentacles beginning to wrap around it. What do you do?
Now in Atlin's. Is it now in Atlin's circle?
Yes, he is.
How much radiant damage does he take, Alan?
Beginning of his turn.
Oh, I thought when he enters it.
Oh.
Either way, Gadok, while they are figuring that out, what do you want to do?
I was gonna try and do a healing word, but I can't do that now.
Let's not forget, Emmy wanted their character to die, okay? I was fulfilling something that was
Yeah,
wanted.
It's your turn.
No,
in the
nobody,
sphere.
no, all the viewers, nobody be sad. This
No,
was planned.
no, but and also the party members, don't feel bummed that Emmy's dead or anything, that you can't save her. This is what was wanted.
What happens if I Holy Nova the beast and healing and damaging it and healing everything in the circle? It should just be alive in its stomach.
Emmy's already dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
Emmy's stomach acid in his body. You can't heal stomach acid.
There's medications that can
Digestion.
handle stomach acid.
He's got GERDs. He's got very strong stomach acid. He's like me.
What if we throw Pepto-Bismol in his mouth?
I'm 38. I'm fine.
I will fly roughly 30 feet up in the air,
Okay, so you're now 35.
and I will take out my wand of fireball.
Okay.
Now I will use all but one charge,
Holy shit!
and so that will be
And he's ready to kamikaze.
yeah, maybe so that's a total of
What's the damage?
So that's gonna be a dex save. Well, it's gonna be 13d6.
On the dex save, yeah, if he fails the dex save. Holy shit. Alright, his dex save modifier, ooh, is 0. He rolls a 12.
13. What was that? Yeah, because I think it's like 14 or 15 on the save of the
13.
wand.
As the fireballs explode in his face. What's the damage?
56.
Ooh, in an instant, you see half of his health bar shred. Chunks of flesh rip off of his body. Some of the tentacles begin to explode, black and brown.
I don't have really too many bonus action spells I can do, so healing word's really only. Yeah, healing word. And blade. It's really only. Bonus action off the bat. That's pretty much all I can.
That is your turn? Okay.
Yep. I don't think anybody else is. Well. How's everybody? I guess the only person I can attempt to heal is that one now.
Alright.
The only one that's in.
With your turn ending, he takes another legendary action. As Atlan, I need a strength save. Or a strength or dex save, it says. Athletics or acrobatics, correct.
So a skill save versus an
no.
actual like, ability save, or
No, it's
If he's trying to grapple you, it's always a athletic acrobatics to escape.
It's not a grapple. Technically it is, but it's a save specifically. Athletics are not
well, skill
athletics.
save is different from an
Yes.
saving throw.
Yes, saving throw. Specifically dex save or strength save. Saving throw is what I need. Correct.
Dirty 20.
Ooh. He attempts to grab you with his tentacle, but you leap over it like it's nothing. It
I
coming
just slowed up a little bit.
Yeah, it just fucking goes right underneath you as it falls back into the water, making a splash as he ends his legendary turn. Legendary action. And he begins his actual turn. As he looks in his mouth and attempt to bite you.
Me?
Yes, he's attempting to bite you.
DC 20.
DC 20 is your armor
My
class.
AC 20.
AC.
AC 20. Okay. All right, that is a 14 to hit. That will fail. So he attempts to bite you, but it misses. Urgh. He growls again as he attempts to take his tentacles with his second attack and wrap them around you once again. Or actually, no, this time I do not need anything. This is a roll to hit. So that is natural 1, allowing for an opportunity attack.
Can I use? Do I have to use my weapon, or can I use a cantrip?
You can.
Do you have Warcaster?
I have Warcaster.
Yeah, so you can use I believe you can use a spell in return, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
as a
believe,
reaction,
I
you
believe the
can cast
description is
spells.
lightning touch.
As
or
opportunity
something.
attacks, you can make a spell attack as long as it only targets one creature.
I don't have a touch spell attack. That's my question.
It doesn't have to be touch.
Yeah, it can be
just
any
happens
spell
to
it's
attack.
you can
only
use your
target
reaction
one
to
creature.
cast
any
a
spell,
spell
yeah.
rather than making an opportunity. The spell must have
So
at
I
least
use
time
a
of
spell
one action,
slot if
and
it's not a
only
cantrip.
target a specific creature. Yeah, you can use a spell. It has to be a single target spell.
Yeah. Oh, well, so I modify my Sacred Flame to be an area effect, but obviously I don't need an area effect. Can I?
It.
Sacred Blood Flame. No, that's a spell slot. I mean,
No,
Yeah,
I
you can
guess
use
I
a
got
spell
it
slot.
off.
You can.
yeah, as
Can I
Warcaster, you
hostile
can.
it?
Creature's
Can I
movement
enhance
provokes
it?
an opportunity attack.
I know
From
I
you can use your
can.
reaction to cast a
My
spell.
question is, do I want to? Can I
Oh,
enhance
okay, well, there you
it?
go.
If you want to, yeah, if you want to use your blood crystal.
No. I mean, can I cast it at higher than first level?
Oh, yes. You can cast it at any level spell. Yep.
Who's in initiative? So Vadagar's up next. Yep. No, I'm gonna do Guiding Bolt. I'm gonna do it at a third level slot.
Okay.
So marking them.
Is it considered
Guiding
engaged with
bolt.
the other people around it?
Just Atlan hasn't attacked Gadok yet. Oh, but Gadok
So
attacked him, so
120?
yes. Oh, no, Gadok's in the air. He's like 40 feet in the air.
220s? Do I roll 220?
You have no advantage, so nope, just your regular attack.
Oh, plus.
You said I needed to add Riley with his modifier, right?
17.
Just go off of whatever your initiative was for Riley.
Okay.
17 to hit.
17 to hit will not hit.
Funny dice.
Okay. Don't even roll it because all you need is a 1. So you hit. Its AC is 18.
Okay. So that then at third level would be 60, 12. Radiant plus. I already used my divine right on this turn. So that is 32 times 2 is 64 radiant damage.
Holy
And
shit.
then that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blood damage is 35.
Oh my god. Do this.
Next 2 attacks have advantage.
As you do this,
Vadagar.
Atlan, you trigger his reaction when a creature puts you within 10% of your health. Make a grapple attack at them. They must natural 20 or be taken. Atlan, roll me your dex save. You have to roll a natural 20 or you are grabbed.
Oh, that.
Atlan, as you are grabbed, you feel the tentacle wrap around you, tightening around your ribs as you're pulled underwater. As you're pulled underwater, you feel the blackness envelop you. The water, in your breath the best you can. You feel like you're being whipped around, dragged violently in circles all around. Taking
Are there any like white snake things under the water that has red tips,
What do you mean?
like the Leviathan from?
Did those the not those specifically? I did the gargantuan one. But yeah, the party.
Oh, that's funny.
The party already did that one. Yeah, the party did that bit. As you take 60 points of damage as you are pulled back up above the water. As you're held right in front of the shark's face, Atlan. He opens his mouth, ready to clamp down on you. I assume you're bloody, right?
Yeah.
He looks at you. What kind of look is on fear?
Defiance.
Defiance. Defiance and also assurance, too, knowing that no matter what happens, you've done your best for Lord Tyriel. What he asked of you. Do you give him a prayer in your final moments? What you feel to be your final moments?
If you would allow, I...
And as you punch him in the nose, in your mind, instinctively, you call out, Tyriel. And as you punch the shark in the nose, you hear the loudest boom you have ever heard. Everyone, you feel the room shake, the water ripple from side to side. Boom, 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 boom. You see the entire roof crumble, and a giant hole forming, light bursting in through the mountain. As you see Tyriel come flying down from the ceiling, careening through the air directly at the Sharktopus. And as he does this, he looks to you, Atlan. His eyes locking with yours for the briefest of moments as he smiles at you. And you read the word, take care of Tristram. As him and the Sharktopus rocket into the water as the tentacle instantly lets go of you, you're released, flung by the grasp into the water, skidding like a stone, coming to a stop past Garothra as you see Tyriel and the Sharktopus. Why is that?
Because he was attached to the Sharktopus.
Oh, he was attached to the Sharktopus, wasn't he?
Oops.
There you go. As Tyriel and the Sharktopus disappear into the water, you see bubbles rise to the surface.
Hey, Bubbles.
Yo, that's my old dog.
Bubbles, 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 bubbles.
As the bubbles stop, we have reached the end of Act 1. As Tyriel and the Dark Mage's General plunge into the pitch black abyss of the darkness of the deep. You all look to see the bubbles slowly stop. And as they stop, we end Act 1. With that, ladies and gentlemen, the finale of Part 1, also known as Act 1, of Whispers from the Abyss. My homebrew campaign that has been going on for a little over a year now, recorded for just about 6 months, has finally reached its conclusion with a cliffhanger that we will pick up on in roughly a year. As for the next few Sundays, the next 4 to be specific, we will not be meeting. We will be taking a break. And when we return, we will return with Curse of Strahd, a brand new campaign for all of you lovely viewers to enjoy. And until then, signing off, Atlan, say goodbye.
Goodbye, Atlan.
Vadagar, say goodbye.
Bittersweet goodbye to Vadagar.
Say goodbye.
Yep. Bye.
And Riley. Say goodbye.
Bye
Emmy?
bye. No, Emmy's dead. There is no Emmy.
I hope all of you lovely viewers have enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to smash that notification bell, smash that sub button, leave a like down below, and a comment. And we will see all of you for Act 2. Peace!
See ya.
We
First
have...
off, why is Jormungandr here?
Jormungandr's here? Where?
Wait. Oh my god, he is!
Where is
Oh my
Jormungandr?
god! Right here!
Where? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, what the
He's
fuck?
there. It's like right beside me.
Why is Jormungandr... Okay, that's weird. I don't know. He's gone now. He shouldn't be.
What's up with that guy?
I don't fucking know. I didn't even put his token down. I have no idea how he got there. Let us do our final pros and cons for Act 1 of this campaign before we wrap up. Atlas, at the top. Pros and cons.
Yeah, no, I had fun. That was a nice ending to the thing, to this storyline. Cons. I mean, I think we have enough time. We could have wrapped up and gone back to Tristram.
It's meant to be a cliffhanger ending. It's meant to be abrupt.
Okay, yeah. So, otherwise, yeah. I mean, obviously, I would hope that we have some time to, before the next section of this campaign, be able to go back to Tristram, check on things, get ready to go on our next leap of the adventure, etc.
Oh yeah, that's how we will start the next act. It will pick up right here. We will pick up here, and then like
All right, yeah.
we'll learn, like, you'll have to figure out what happened to Tyrael. The whole cliffhanger is like, what happened to Tyrael? Does he live? Does he die? You know, that's the whole point. That's why it was really fitting that I was attacking you too, and you managed to do all that damage to him. Yeah, it was fucking. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, it was your hero moment. Tyrael is risking himself to save you,
That's
and
fair.
now you have to learn next season whether or not he died before it or not.
Oh, good man. Thanks again, as always.
All right, Godak. Pros and cons, buddy.
Oh, and sorry, guys. Thanks for everybody for playing, getting through this whole
Act
this
1.
campaign sessions. That some of us it's been 43 sessions. Some of us it might have only been 23 or 15 sessions. I appreciate playing with all of you. It's always fun.
So Godak. Pros and cons.
No complaints.
Changing scenes, the 3 phases of the boss, the whole health bar. Going forward, that will definitely become more of the standard. You guys can expect a lot more scene changes with environmental changes. The boss health bar system will become a regular commonplace thing. That's all stuff you'll get to look forward to that I don't know why I wasn't doing to begin with. It kind of all hit me last night. Like, man, really not doing enough video game aspect for this video game campaign.
For a video game campaign, it was very little video game.
Yeah, I kind of lost that aspect of it when I got so caught up in like making getting new players and changing things to make it fit and everything. Which that will be Act 2 will be a big return to roots, and it'll be a lot more streamlined, faster paced, shit like that. So, now that being the case, Godak, I'm glad you enjoyed. Thank you so much as always for coming out. And Kareem, pros and cons, buddy.
Pros. I loved the session. I like the way you ran it. I'm so glad to finally see some video game things, because I'm gonna be honest, I forgot it was even a video game inspired campaign. Yep. Yeah, because I knew it was inspired by, and we had some video game elements, but those are elements that you could just take and put into a D&D campaign and explain it with magic. Yeah, no, you're completely right. Really, no, it's definitely. I'm glad we're seeing more changes, because arena changes are also a thing you can do in a normal D&D game with magic, but I enjoy seeing more video game aspects, and I'm glad Emmy went the way she did.
Good. You were happy with the Emmy's death?
I enjoyed it.
Okay, good. I tried to time everything up, but he knew the ending of the campaign for a while now. I accidentally told him, well, when I was blabber mouthing about shit, I was like, yeah, and I'm gonna totally kill Tyrael and have Atlan be like have to watch this happen. And then I was like, oh shit, you know what? I'm not gonna actually just kill Tyrael because now I've told you that, so I've ruined the ending for you. So I'm gonna do something different instead. So I came up with this whole concept of Tyrael bursting in through the ceiling and everything, and it being a whole mystery of what's gonna happen to Tyrael. And yeah, so.
Oh yeah, I hate cliffhangers, but I also love them.
Yeah.
The only con I have, which it's not really a con, it's just a reminder. You need to ask before a session if people can go overtime.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you're completely right. Like, well, I didn't think I didn't think we needed to
today.
That's why
No.
I didn't think we would. I was just like last second. I was like, it kind of looks like we might need to go extra. Might as well ask them now because like I didn't want to have to do like a 30-minute part 2 to the finale. But then, like I said, Vadagar came through with the damage I was expecting. I was like, yep. See, this is why I didn't think this was going to take too long because Vadagar comes
But
out of nowhere and
still-
does this.
But still prepping
Yes.
for it's both a prepping thing and also just one of us had to leave. Sure, I could have left and it would have made absolutely no difference. But still, it's
Of course,
it's just also a respect thing for us and the time we're putting into this, just as we're respecting your time.
Of course. Another big thing for it is like I always remember like, oh, this group used to run for 5 hours at a time. They definitely won't mind going an extra 30 minutes to an hour. And so I usually like,
I definitely won't.
Yeah. So
Well, no, most of us won't, but
I
some
was-
have
it
not.
originally-
I always started a little late
thought-
tonight.
yeah.
I
I was gonna say,
apologize.
originally
I
the
had a
thought of
very
bumping-
special needs client this weekend.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I didn't think we
The
would
whole
need
time
extra
we
time.
proposed-
It was just a last second ask to
We've-
make sure we had time.
We proposed bumping up the time so we could go longer, which was originally it, but then because we were originally 4:30 to 9.
Yeah, it was originally yeah.
At one point we were doing 4:30 to like 11
Yeah, we were doing
Yeah.
real late
back
sessions.
in the day.
We go a little bit early, so we bumped up the time so we could go longer. But then the DM's like, I can't handle more than 4 hours, so
Yeah,
so it got shrunk. It got shrunk again.
3 hours.
Yeah, I can do more, just can't start earlier. But it was just before we started
Yeah.
quite late, so I couldn't be there.
No, yeah. All good.
But
But yeah.
now we start at a proper time where I can be there if I need to.
So that's it for you?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Other than I
Fuck yeah.
can't wait to play Curse of Strahd with you guys.
Glad you're here.
Soda may be joining us for Curse of Strahd. Not definitive yet. If Soda will not be joining us, then we will be having King join us. King obviously is a definitive yes. He'll show up on time all the time. So we'll
Hey,
either
fucking
have
great.
we'll either have Soda or we'll have King. Either way. All right, Vadagar, please wrap it up for us. Pros and cons, buddy.
All right. Well, pros. I mean, it's been a fun campaign. I've really enjoyed the whole thing. It's been great traveling through the world you created. I really enjoy it. Con is that I was fucking trying to hit this guy. I've been like building up my power. Like it's not like a bad con or nothing. It's just like fucking like I got all this abilities that I've been powering up and stuff like that, and I never got to hit him.
You did hit him once, didn't you?
No,
You
no,
did?
I never once because
No, one of
the
your
first
attacks did
3
200 damage, and then another one of your attacks did another
That's just the magic
200.
missile. I try not to rely on that too much. but, like, I've
Right,
been sitting here,
yes, your robe.
I've been sitting here like trying to get ready to hit him with my mace, and then finally ready to hit him with my mace. Scene change, and then like he had super low health, and he just kept on flying around, so I couldn't.
Yeah, the
Um,
scale was a bit big. That's probably
It's
my
yeah,
own
way.
thing.
I feel like
Yeah.
it was just way too big.
200
scale.
feet. Most spellcasters cannot reach above 120.
Yeah.
Here, because this is my movement. Look, this is my movement. This. And then your guys are zipping all across the map, all over the place. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get in range to hit this guy. Yeah, that's fucking. I just really want to smack him. I feel like this fight was a lot. I thought it would have been more different. And then the second,
It just
Eviscerated.
disappeared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the second phase got eviscerated a lot faster than I thought it was. Second phase was his highest damage phase, and then third phase was his magic phase. So the first phase he had 600 health, and he didn't have a lot of damage, but he had a lot of health. Second phase he had 150 health, but he had a shit ton of magic, and he got to use none of it.
I was gonna say
He
it
got
just
to use
it felt like he
the
was
thunder,
pretty weak. The
Yeah.
first phase, the first phase did a lot of damage. Like he hit hard.
Yeah, that's the trade-off of the low health. I was like, I don't want an enemy that has too
No, the
much
first
health.
phase, he had the highest health and like a lot of damage potential.
Yeah, like I can tell you the damage potential for his first phase is his lowest damage potential of all 3 phases. The second phase is his highest, but because the second phase he has nearly a third of the health he has, you were able to get him dead so fast that he couldn't even do any damage. That's why I always make enemies with damn near thousands of health, but then when I do that, sometimes health, and then they get eviscerated. So yeah, that's the whole balancing that we're gonna have to do. I will flat out say I will be removing double bonus actions. The only time you will have multiple actions is if you are a fighter who gets multi-attack. We will be going much more traditional for second part. There obviously will be plenty of homebrew elements too, and a lot of fun stuff that you'll still get. But I'm definitely going to be limiting how much people can do in one turn to, like, you know, make things go faster and more smooth.
So is it now that I take the assassin rogue and get 2 bonus actions anyway?
Rogue get 2 bonus actions. What is that?
It's one of their class features.
It's a class feature, yeah.
It literally
That's gotta be the
doesn't
new
make
D&D
sense.
fix.
No, it's 2014 even.
I've built out an assassin rogue before. They never get double bonus actions. What?
Yeah, they do.
Really don't think they do.
There's one of the rogues that get double bonus actions. I don't remember if it's assassin or not, but there's one of them that does. It's real. It really makes no sense other than I can both.
No, yeah. I just looked it up. There isn't one that gets 2 bonus action.
Oh really? That must be a Baldur's Gate thing then.
They get a
Yeah,
cunning action at level 2, which allows them to dash, disengage, or hide.
It's the
all
thief
rogues get
subclass.
cunning action.
It's the
thief. It's the thief. Yeah.
No, it's specifically the thief. It's the thief subclass in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
not-
there's
not
one of
half
them.
of
Yeah. No. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. So with that is me wrapped up this, and we can
Wait.
get started with curse. Oh, and what else? Sorry.
One last con. I still don't know what that fucking key does.
Oh yeah, you'll
So I've
figure.
had
Oh right,
fucking
I forgot.
ever.
I forgot to add it to the map. But back here on this final platform, there's a chest. There's a chest sitting right here. It was behind. Hold on. Let me. I'll just switch the scenes back to the monastery first floor. 1 second.
I've been wanting to know what this fucking key does for like 30 sessions.
Yeah, that you will get to use that literally the beginning of the next campaign, next act. Hold on. Let me.
So I gotta wait like over a year to find out what it does.
Yeah, see that
Next
shit
story
right there?
robs our whole combat.
Goes right there.
Roll a 20 to see if we have to fight over again.
Yeah, that chest right there, Vadagar. Yeah, that's the one you're looking for, buddy. The one you've been looking for ages for that fucking key. Yeah, it's right there. It's right there.
Cock tease. God damn it.
You will though. You will. That will be the first thing we handle because it's a big part of Act 2. So yeah. That's literally the. So it was. It's.
I like how this key wasn't even a fucking thing in the campaign. It was just because I got Thaddeus to remove magic curse from it that it became a key, I guess.
Yeah, and he'll be able to use that key to unlock because it's Matthew. Because you found the key at Matthew's Manor, and it correlates to Lord Matthew. So I figured, well, since Matthew is the boss, and I had Matthew planned to be the boss for a very long time. I can just put a chest in his boss room, and then that key will go to that chest. And it just happened that chest took a long time to get to. But yeah, you will. That is how we will start the next. Sorry about that.
You say right away, but this is over a year from now, is what we're thinking, right?
I know.
It's not right away at all.
I know.
Forget that I even have this key in a fucking year.
You get to be cooked for a year, is what I'm hearing.
No.
Oh, this is great.
You sound like me when I was in high school. Fuck. Bro.
Fucking getting blue ball, jeez.
All right. Well, regardless, it will be. You will get to finally see at the start of next act. So it'll be some time, but you will get to do it. I'm sorry.
But it's gonna be something stupid like a potion of healing and 1,000 gold or some stupid shit.
No, it's important to the
Like,
story. It's important to the story. I've worked it in.
1,000 gold is fucking huge, brother. If you don't want that, I want that.
All right. With that, though, we have reached the actual end of this campaign, Act 1.
Actually, question, Badagar, how much gold do you have?
Like 7,000.
So 1,000 is not super huge.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at the price of things, like they're a little bit cheaper in this campaign from Thaddeus, but like if you actually look at the price of like the actual 5e items, like they're fucking tens of thousands of gold for an item.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that still means you get a tenth of an item, basically, which is still
Split
quite
5
like
ways,
1,000
okay.
gold is.
Like,
Yeah,
that
well,
high
you
level,
also
especially
don't-
when you get to higher level, like it's.
Well, don't forget, you also don't y'all don't split gold in this campaign. You all get duplicate gold. So if one person gets
Sure.
1,000,
Yeah.
the other one gets 1,000. So
we just all give one person the fucking gold, and then we have an item.
yeah, technically you could do that, of course. But
Yeah.
yeah, nevertheless. So okay, let me check the date so I can tell you guys definitively what day we will be returning.
You said the 26th, no?
The first
Not the 26th. The
29th.
oh, was that a reduced today? It is. Ooh.
Yes, the 29th. So the very last Sunday of next month is when we will be picking up. The day after my birthday.
Happy birthday.
July 28th is my birthday, so you'll be able to tell me because we'll be D&Ding on Friday still. So
All right,
you'll
July or June?
July or June?
July 20.
Well,
So wait,
then,
we're postponing for
July's
2
in
months?
2 months.
Oh, sorry, it is June. It is June. No,
Our birthdays are pretty fucking close. I'm July.
the way my calendar is showing me shit, it's like I'm seeing July when I'm looking at June. It's so weird. But yeah, June 29th. So yeah,
Okay.
a month before my birthday.
Okay.
All right, guys.
No.
Is that
Okay.
so? That's gonna be session 0 where we do our characters and stuff.
Yes, session 0 will be June 29th. Session 1 will be July 6th.
Or I'm gonna kill them.
What?
I missed
An
that.
edgy character that sits in a corner. I don't like those. Can we get those out of here?
An edgy
I don't
character
expect
No
that
more,
it
walks
no
in.
more Xerxes is what we're saying. No more Xerxes.
There's
Oh,
not
yeah.
invited,
No
right?
characters and no
No.
characters that just say, "Oh, I don't interact with the party," because those are annoying. They don't fit on camera. They're so annoying to play with.
It's one thing if you introduce your character as like, hey, they're going to be kind of recluse, out of character, and it's another
Yeah,
thing to be like,
yeah, I
I'm
know.
introducing a character, I want to be friends, but then I'm going to like fuck you in the ass, or be an
Nah.
asshole, or
Yeah.
hide in the corner and not want to participate in the group. Like one of the first characters we had in this campaign never wanted to follow us, never wanted to do anything with
Boreas.
us. It
Boreas.
was counteractive to everything we were trying to do. It was like that's why
Yeah.
our characters have that PTSD.
Boreas,
Yeah.
Boreas was the first problem character we had, and Boreas was becoming a god within the first 5 sessions. And they didn't like that, apparently.
Pretended to be a god and somehow encouraged one of our other player characters to believe that they were a god, and so now it was like, all right, now half our group or a third of our group is turned on us.
Yeah. So yeah, Boreas, and then Boreas literally just left, and when Boreas left, their friend who was playing Mr. Tumnus left as well, and that's when Mr. Tum...
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? One thing I would like to do is let's actually get a party who like wants to work together towards the goal. Like, don't have someone being sketchy, possessed by a fucking fiend and stuff
I'm
like
not
that. Like,
planning
let's actually
that.
do a fucking group that will work together,
Yeah.
can actually become a team.
Well, do keep in mind it's Curse of Strahd as well, so you got the whole beginning of Curse of Strahd is you're on a boat with the intention of hunting vampires. You're going to I don't know what the location is called. I'm gonna have to-
There's 6 different starts to Curse of Strahd.
Is
You
there
can start in 6 different ways.
6?
Yeah,
There's a-
start Curse of Strahd.
I've only ever done
don't-
one apparently. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, there's one where you get
please do
where you're,
read that module, because it's a really fun module to start.
I've got a shit ton of reading to do. Obviously, that's why I need a month break.
Is
Yeah,
there's
that-
like one version where it's like you start out like at a castle at like a gathering of sorts, and you
Yeah,
get the
you do,
invitation
and-
you get the invitation to go there from there, and then
Yeah, and then there's one where but most of them start with an invitation to Barovia that you get handed a note. Or you can be walking somewhere and then you take camp for the night and then you wake up in Barovia, and there's a bunch of different starts. But
Yeah, the one I know the best is that you're on a ship to Barovia with the intention of going there.
well, I think that's kind of the point with Barovia. You can't actually get there unless you get invited. That's kind of the
That's
whole point.
yeah. I've played Curse of Strahd. Well, I didn't get to play Curse of Strahd. The DM had us introduced as we already had our invitations and we were on the boat, and that's how we met each other. Is that we all had
That
invitations.
sounds like a that sounds like a different approach to how to start Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like I said, I've only ever played it once, and I only got to play 4 sessions, and then my character got killed.
Oh yeah, well that's Curse of Strahd. Look,
Yep.
we had a guy. I'm currently also playing the Curse of Strahd campaign. It's fine because his character he got pissed at his character. He made a fish. He made a triton, which is a fish, but they taste like fish because of course they did. Because that's normal. You look like a fish, do taste like a fish, and that went